Chapter 3461. Shen Shang remembers that this guy is mortal sect in one of the top 10 sects. Nowadays appeared here, it is obviously a spy, he definitely recognizes Xiao Shanglin's cart. Xiao Shanglin in the car? Asked the white man cold voice, because he already knew that the person who destroyed his divine sword became Xiao Shanglin's disciple, which made him very angry. He originally thought that Xiao Shanglin and his relationship were good, but he accepted his enemies. It was obviously to protect Shen Shang, so he saw Xiao Shanglin's big car and immediately rushed up. Dai Haiyi, what do you have? Say it quickly. Ling is speaking, because Shen Shang said before, the master does not speak, this is the most arrogant. Let Xiao Shanglin speak. Dai Haiyi was angry. He saw 16 dragon elephants in front. Although he was a little scared and confused, he thought that Xiao Shanglin would not be like him. He and Xiao Shanglin are both sects. Among the core disciple, if Xiao Shanglin kills him, it will cause a big contradiction between sect. There is nothing to say about that's alright. Ling said again. Dai Haiyi was angry. Xiao Shanglin actually asked a female slave to talk to him. It was obvious that he looked down on him, but he couldn't attack anything. Xiao Shanglin couldn't do anything about him. He couldn't do anything about Xiao Shanglin. Xiao Shanglin, why do you accept that guy as a disciple? Dai Haiyi asked in anger. His divine sword was ruined by Shen Shang, but he was severely punished, otherwise he would not be a spy here. Wu Zhang, they are just watching the dragon elephant sect deep pond. They are spies, they know a lot of things, and they know that Dai Haiyi divine sword is smashed, and that person is Shen Shang, by Xiao Shanglin. Inviting the dragon elephant sect, although only the world-defying sacred realm middle stage, but with the true dragon saint soul, the future is boundless. This is my patriarch thing, it has nothing to do with you. If there is nothing else, please let it go, don't stop us from doing important things, Ling said. Wu Zhang smiled in the heart, mortal sect's disciples eat, they also like to see, after all, Shen Shang as the dragon elephant sect's discipline, can do this, add a lot of light to their dragon elephant sect. Ling finished, regardless of Dai Haiyi, dragon elephant roared and rushed out. Dai Haiyi was furious but could not stop it. Only dragon elephant flew. Xiao Shanglin's 16 dragon elephants are still very scary, especially when they roar together, but Dai Haiyi, who is suspended in front of dragon elephant, is blue. This is called Shen Zhang's brat. I will make you look good sooner or later. Dai Haiyi said in a bad heart, watching his luxury car go away. His heart is also extremely endless, his grandfather and parents are also the elder of mortal sect, but he looks far less than Xiao Shanglin. The light is Xiao Shanglin's more than 10 dragon elephants, so the spy here is not as good as it is. Shen Shang lay on a chair and said, this Dai Haiyi is not good for the future. Master, do you say that mortal sect will pursue me to smash the divine sword? No, this is your grievances with Dai Haiyi, it will not involve the sect level. Xiao Shanglin said. This guy is really, I have a disciple off his ass, every time I go to divine weapon building this guy is pretending to be all day, and always taunting others, I have long wanted to teach him. Ling you just did not perform well. Shen Shang said with a smile. The next time you are told, people are not the kind of arrogant people. Ling was very wronged, and said with a small mouth, you are the chief big sister's disciple anyway, you have nothing to say to the master. Quote. Well, next time you allow me to come, if you are too arrogant, chief big sister master, you have to support me. Shen Shang happily said with a smile. You guy, when you have to talk about the situation, what to say to someone who's alright, don't be so arrogant to anyone. Xiao Shanglin is very worried about Shen Zhang's, because she has experienced the invisible arrogance of Shen Shang. Chief big sister, those dragon elephants should lie to elder them. Shang said, how about when I was recognized? I am not afraid, I will tell them directly when it is time. This is what I deliberately made scary. Xiao Shanglin said with a smile, I will see how they will react. Damn, forget to ask where the Wu Zhang team is. Xiao Shanglin patted the leg and said. Look ahead, Shang hastily shouted. Xiao Shanglin and Shen Shang both headed out of the big car. I saw a strange cloud in the distant sky. This cloud covered the distant sky and released a crystal light glow. If it is at night, look at it. It will be very beautiful. Is that place in the clouds? Ling surprisedly said. It's not a cloud, it's just a barrier. There is a huge formation plate in the cloud. The release barrier is underneath. Under the clouds, it should be the area where legendary spell appears. Xiao Shanglin condensed the eyebrows and saw it at a glance. The same is true of Feng Ka in Hidden Jade Villa, who can sense the strength of the barrier and the seal. After flying for a long time, suddenly had a dragon elephant flying up. He was a delicate and pretty man. Is it a Xiao senior sister? Come with me. Didn't talk much, Xiao Xionglan controlled dragon elephant to follow the past, then landed on a huge headless mountain. After the headless mountain was flattened, there was a spacious flat, and the dragon elephant sect team was on the flat. Encampment. At high altitude, Shen Xiong saw the flats on the top of the giant mountains not far away, and many people camped. 16 dragon elephant carts landed on the ground, and the scene was very big. It attracted many dragon elephant sects fragments to watch. They saw that the first reaction of these dragon elephants was shocked. Who would give it? More dragon elephant Xiao Xionglan pulls the car. But take a closer look, the overall look of these dragon elephant looks very weak. Hey, mother! Xiao Xionglan came down from the cart and ran to the two middle-aged men and women. Normally she was a wild woman, but after seeing her parents, it was like a little lamb. After Shen Xiong got off the bus, she came behind Xiao Xionglan and saluted her parents. Disciple Shen Xiong, I have seen two elders. Xiao Xionglan received a disciple, and her parents knew it the first time, but they didn't look at it. Now, after seeing Shen Xiong, I feel very satisfied. Dead gimmicks, what happened to these dragon elephants? A middle-aged woman pinched Xiao Xionglan's face. Somewhat angry said, I thought it was loaned to you by your grandparents. I didn't expect, looks but not at all. Xiao Xionglan hastily looked at Shen Xiong and gave Shen Xiong a look and let Shen Xiong explain. Elder, this is a little trick for the discipline. Shen Xiong finished, waved the heaven-devouring rat back to the original shape. After the dragon elephant sect's discipline was seen, the heart was darkly cursed, but it was fake, but it scared them. Chapter 3462. Xiao Xionglan's parents saw Shen Zhang's little trick, and they were secretly surprised. They knew that the disciple of their daughter was a bit of a skill. They had a very powerful divine sword and could use divine sword made with Tao creation saint stone. Broken, and there is dragon saint soul. Xionglan, you are here, that's all right. Xiao Xionglan's father Xiao Hengyang said seriously, it is safe in this place, and the front of the barrier is hard to say, for the comfort of his daughter, Xiao Hengyang will not let her in. Xiao Xionglan heard, angry coldly snorted, she did not say anything, she certainly knows Xiao Hengyang this is for her safety, is good for her. But she is not convinced, because here, many people's cultivation base is similar to her, and even some of them are not so powerful, they can go in, and she can't. You are really noisy, Xionglan, you don't think about it for yourself, you have to think about your disciple. She just collected a good disciple, and you took her with me, really? Xiao Hengyang said. Xiao Xionglan took a look at Shen Xiong and licked her mouth. She thought that the discipline here was dead, and Shen Xiong would not necessarily die. She could understand the hidden strength of Shen Xiong. Shen Xiong, let's go. Xiao Xionglan came to the open space with Shen Xiong. Xiong'er and Ling'er took her RV and then she took the gas to the RV. Shen Xiong followed, and Xiao Xionglan was so flustered because her parents always treated her like a child. What now? Ling'er said. Shen Xiong, think about it. Xiong'er saw Shen Xiong calm and composed and pushed Shen Xiong. What are you worried about? Wait until they are advanced. Shen Xiong said with a smile, there is nothing so angry about this kind of thing. Your parents will not let you in. You promised that he would not go in, that's all right, and promised to come down and say. Do you mean we sneak in? Said Xiao Xionglan. Well, although it is a very powerful barrier, you have to have confidence in our strength. Without their help, we can go in. Shen Xiong looked through the window and looked at the distant light glow that was enveloped by the clouds. The area covered by that barrier is large. This is a try, I am worried that we can't go in when we can. Xiao Xionglan said. The big sects should come very early, but now they are all outside, not entering the barrier, it is obviously the barrier. Blocked, or waiting for an opportunity, wait for the barrier to open. Master, you will know when you go out and ask. You promised that your parents would not go in and said that they are very curious about the things here, they will tell you. Shen Xiong happily said with a smile, when you ask, I will go and explore the barrier. Okay, Xiao Xionglan has already lost a lot of anger at this time. If she can wear the barrier with Shen Xiong, she is not afraid of being blamed by her parents. Xiao Xionglan walked out of the RV and went to her parents to ask about the details. After a little half an hour, Xiao Xionglan came back. Ji Yutong and Luo Juyang have already entered, I didn't expect Dragon Elephant Sect and Tao Creation Sect's Dean to come, they also entered the barrier. Xiao Shanglan said. This barrier is only the day of the full moon, the opportunity become weak and you can open a hole with a strong enough strength. Dean, they are advanced to explore the road, with more than a dozen powerful temple's disciple advanced, wait for them to explore the situation and then inform outsiders to enter inside. Shen Shang looked at the barrier in the distance, whispered, so what about legendary spell? So many people go in, will they get legendary spell? Or is there a lot of good things? I don't know, I am deliberately concealing something. Anyway, I don't think there's only a legendary spell. Xiao Shanglan said. Otherwise, it will not let such a powerful discipline come. Shen Shang just saw it. The discipline here is the temple discipline, which is the core strength of sect. Well, I will go to the barrier to explore outside. Shen Shang looked at the sky, it is already late. Xiao Shanglan nodded. She is now very reassured by Shen Shang. She thinks that Shen Shang is much more powerful than many temples. In the dark, Shen Shang casts an anti-strength stealth and then leaves the RV. The flat land on the top of the mountain was shrouded in a barrier released by a formation plate. Shen Shang used space power and passed easily. He had already realized some space methods and enhanced the use of space power. Shen Shang released the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, who flew quickly on the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and quickly came to the barrier. Little Ka, what do you think? Shen Shang knows nothing about the barrier, and Feng Ka is proficient. Feng Ka came out of Hidden Jade Villa, put his little hand on the barrier, and closed his eyes. She was exploring the strength of the barrier and the construction of the barrier. After an hour, Feng Ka gained something and said, it's very tricky. This barrier is laid out by Tao Creation spell. If you want to go through it, you can only use space-time power to penetrate the space. Is my strength now? Asked Shen Shang. Feng Ka shook his head. This barrier has a lot of restrictions on space power. However, this is the only way to break through, otherwise you can only wait for the full moon. Night of the full moon. There are still some days. Shen Shang said. Xiao Shanglan will definitely be seen by her sister-in-law when she is dead, so it is difficult to act, so we can only advance. Your space power is not enough, but your Divine Mirror of Six Paths has copied several teleportation formations before. I should be able to modify those teleportation formations to allow Divine Mirror of Six Paths to release enough space power, then reabsorb your time power and teleport in. Feng Ka said. But you need Master to help. This is no problem, said Shen Shang. Well, go back now. I will talk to her first. She is proficient in the formation and it is better to discuss it with her, Feng Ka said. After Shen Shang returned to the RV, Xiao Shanglan had tightly whispered, how's it? Is that barrier easy to pass? Not easy, this question, let this little girl compare with you. Shen Shang shook his head. Little girl, Xiao Shanglan their master and servant are very confused, where is the little girl? Just when they were puzzled, Feng Ka came out of Hidden Jade Villa. She was a little girl and she was very cute and liked it at first glance. This, is your daughter? Xiao Shanglan groaned and asked. He couldn't give birth to a daughter like me. Feng Ka is sweet with a smile. Shen Shang explained the origin of Feng Ka. Xiao Shanglan and several of them can accept this kind of thing, but they are surprised. Then Feng Ka talks with Xiao Shanglan about the barrier. Listening to Xiao Shanglan frightened and flustered, she suddenly felt that Feng Ka would be more suitable for her disciple. Chapter 3463. Shonger also Linger saw Feng Ka, a cute and beautiful little girl, who talked about the various esoteric structures of the barrier, and was surprised to hear. Although they already knew that this was not an ordinary little girl, it is still being shocked. Shanglan elder sister, you have to work with me to create a spatial formation. You need to control the spatial formation. You have the cultivation base of divine world defying realm, which can convey a stronger strength. Feng Ka said, The formation in Divine Mirror of Six Paths can be directly released without absorbing energy. Instead, it needs to inject enough energy into the space to stimulate the formation of spatial formation. Good, Xiao Shanglan thought it was a bit difficult, but the little girl in front of her felt that there was nothing. She certainly couldn't back down. Shen Shang took out his Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Anyway, Xiao Shanglan is already his master. It is not a big deal for the master to see his baby thing. The construction of Divine Mirror of Six Paths immediately attracted Xiao Shanglan, and Feng Ka took her into a place in the Divine Mirror of Six Paths where they were to arrange space formation. Shen Shang, time domain to us. Feng Ke said. This esoteric formation takes a lot of time. Divine Mirror of Six Paths has copied several teleportation formations. Now Feng Ke and Xiao Shonglin need to modify those teleportation formations and change them into spatial formations so that the spatial formation can fuse Shen Zhang's time power and absorb Xiao Shonglin. The strength can absorb the powerful energy that Xiao Shonglin burst out in an instant. Shen Shang showed time domain to Xiao Shonglin and Feng Ke, who are now arranging spatial formations in time domain. Xiao Shonglin didn't know space spell, but after she saw the mantras, she immediately recognized it. Feng Ke knew space spell, which made Xiao Shonglin admire. Little Ke, these space spell, where did you learn? Space spell is here, but the very rare Tao creation spell, although not particularly difficult to learn, cannot be circulated. We only have 3 dragon elephant sect, I can't learn. Xiao Shonglin didn't expect Feng Ke to master 9. Shen Shang has. I can teach you too. Feng Ke sweet said with a smile, then quickly draw 9 space spells and put them into 9 small crystal boards. After that, Xiao Shonglin learns that's all right. Thank you so much. Xiao Shonglin is unbelievable, Feng Ke is so generous, and she is given to her directly. Feng Ke is also very easy to get space spell. Xiao Shonglin is Shen Zhang's master and she feels nothing. Soon, I went to Feng Ke Ji do Xiao Shonglin, because Xiao Shonglin had a very heavenly defying learning of Tao creation spells innate talent, and in a few days, he successfully mastered 3 space spells. Feng Ke used a lot of time when he was studying these space spells, but Xiao Shonglin was so easy. Shonglin elder sister, you are amazing. You learned Tao creation spells innate talent is really high. I learned it for a long time before I mastered 3 Tao creation spells. Feng Ke is succinct and envious. Xiao Shonglin has studied Tao creation spell in various chaos. There are many complicated Tao creation spells. Now she goes back to learn the simple space spell, which is simply too easy. In the following time, Xiao Shonglin and Feng Ke teamed up for almost a year to arrange the space formation. Xiao Shonglin learned 2 space spells during this time and learned space spell to come to her. Say just like playing. Shen Shang, this guy has a lot of Tao creation spell, actually doesn't teach me. Xiao Shonglin is indignant. You are his master, he certainly won't teach you, and he doesn't think it's good. Feng Ke Zhao said with a smile, he is very valued. Hey, this brat is really. Xiao Shonglin snorted and couldn't say anything. She was Shen Zhang's master. If she went to Shen Shang to learn Tao creation spell, where did her master's face go? If she wants to give Shen Shang benefits, she doesn't know what to give. She thinks that Shen Shang will definitely not lack anything. Even if she lacks it, she can't give it. Xiao Shonglin and Feng Ke came out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. They have already remodeled the formation, and Shen Shang used the 2nd-level time domain, so it was only half a day outside. My good deed, you honestly tell master, how many fusion spells do you have now? Xiao Shonglin knew that Shen Zhang's time domain was so powerful, and felt that Shen Shang had retired for a year before and definitely used time domain. Shen Shang erected 4 fingers, and it didn't make sense to squat down. 4. You actually have the following fusion spell. Xiao Shonglin didn't expect it. She thought that Shen Shang had space spell already very good. Actually, behind those of fusion spell, it was very precious. She always wanted to get it. Shen Shang said, hey, he said, I will tell you later, and I will later know what the Tao creation spell is. Shang'er and Ling'er, the 2 gimmicks, heard the clouds and did not understand what Shen Shang and Xiao Shonglin said. After Xiao Shonglin explained, they finally understood that they thought that they were the genius of learning Tao creation spell like Xiao Shonglin. I used it for almost 200 years to learn 4. Shen Shang snorted, and now he knows that Xiao Shonglin learned 5 space spells, which took less than a year. This innate talent made him envy, jealousy, hate. It's stupid. Xiao Shonglin haughty smirked. It's better to teach master to learn those Tao creation spells, and then I will guide you to study, which will make you the result with half the effort. Really? Shen Shang did not believe. You don't believe in these 2 gimmicks, you know, they learn Tao creation spells innate talent is worse than you, and there is no foundation before, but they learn the complex spells of 6 kinds of fusion spell, but you are fast. It's almost the same, just because they are the mentor, they can be so fast. Xiao Shonglin said with great confidence. Well, wait until you get legendary spell. If you can learn legendary spell, you have to get it. Shen Shang said that he is a more greedy person, no matter whether he is useful or not, but if he has the chance, he must it will not be let go. Well, we are now, let's go. Xiao Shonglin was excited and excited, saying to Shonger and Linger, you will follow, and you may have to borrow your strength. Xiao Shonglin intends to leave the RV here because she already knows some of the uses of the Shenshong Divine Mirror of Six Paths. In this way, Shenshong and Xiao Shonglin enter the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and then let Divine Mirror of Six Paths stealth. Divine Mirror of Six Paths, after getting smaller, fly out of the window and go to the flat barrier and use the newly arranged formation teleport. They were not found during the day and they ran out very successfully. Chapter 3464. Xiao Hengyang husband and wife have been staring at Xiao Shonglin's big car for the past 2 days. They shouted twice from time to time and saw Xiao Shonglin head out and they were relieved. It can be seen that Xiao Shonglin has also sneaked many times before, otherwise her parents will not be so vigilant. Shonglin, Shonglin, Xiao Hengyang shouted. He waited for a moment, because in the past, Xiao Shonglin always quickly came out, but now it does not. Shonglin, Xiao Hengyang shouted twice, but still no one. Even if she didn't see Xiao Shonglin, she should at least see her 2 female slaves or disciple. Xiao Hengyang anxious, immediately rush over, go in and see, it is empty, no one. This is a dead girl. Xiao Hengyang snorted and snorted, then hastily rushed out. Master, what's wrong? Responsible for watching Xiao Shonglin's 2 disciplines have Tilly, they are Xiao Hengyang's disciple. Shonglin, this dead girl unexpectedly ran, don't you see it? Xiao Hengyang only thought it was a hell, the barrier here is not very strong, but some people ran out and touched the barrier, they will find it. But they are not aware of it at all. Junior's sister is not inside. The disciple was also anxious, but they kept staring at it for a moment, and they didn't see any movement. Xiao Shonglin actually disappeared. Xiao Hengyang hastily called his wife, and the 2 elders came over. Xiao Shonglin could disappear from here, and they didn't know the old fellows. It was really weird. This, nothing, said an old man, because the barrier here is responsible for him, and even if there are any insects flying in, he can sense it. But Xiao Shonglin, a few of them, ran out, they are not known. This girl has more and more patterns. Xiao Shonglin's mother said. It must be the ghost of her disciple. Before the little brat made more than 10 days of dragon elephant, I lied to me, and I don't know what method he used. Xiao Hengyang is anxious to die because he knows Xiao Shonglin. Where did they go? If they went to a very dangerous place, he thought of it. Not necessarily, Shonglin herself has the super high innate talent to learn Dao creation spell, maybe she plagiarized to what powerful Dao creation spell, Ning Yu said here, exclaimed, space spell must be in this way, she must master space spell. Xiao Hengyang almost jumped up after hearing it, which space spell? Space spell that this girl learned, we only have 3, and can't just pass it, you and I don't understand, how could she understand? Dao Creation Sect also has it, but Dao Creation Sect is also impossible to pass it out. Ning Yu said with a frown. You can only see her before you ask. An elder sighed. This girl has been learning a lot of Dao Creation spell in various ways. We don't have as much control of our old bones. This is a dead girl, I must take care of her for a while. Xiao Hengyang is in a hurry and is very angry. Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths has already flown outside the super barrier. What is legendary spell? Shenshong and Xiao Shonglin are the same expectations. What is legendary spell? Master, if you can't succeed, it's up to you. Shenshong said to Xiao Shonglin, the 3 women, they are all divine world defying realm, and they burst out a strong strength and let divine mirror of 6 paths absorb. He Fengyuan stayed aside and watched. Divine world defying realm was strong, and He Fengyuan had always wanted to step into the field, but it did not succeed. One of the 3 women of divine world defying realm is now Shen Zhang's master, which made He Fengyuan think of it. Shenshong actually recognized a master so quickly, and it was so beautiful. Okay, it will be successful. Xiao Shonglin is very confident that the space formation is a combination of her and Feng Ka. It is a very strange form. Once opened, it can release a strong space power, then reabsorb Shen Zhang's time power, transform into a powerful space-time strength, and cross the barrier with divine mirror of 6 paths. Xiao Shonglin and the 2 female slaves put their hands on the space formation, and Shenshong walked over and put his hand on it. 1, 2, 3, start. Xiao Shonglin shouted, they released strength together. Xiao Shonglin, the 3 women released the strongest world-defying power, while Shenshong was the strongest time power. For a moment, Shenshong felt that Divine C's strength was taken away most of the time. He had his control over the divine mirror of six paths teleport. After crossing the barrier, he only felt that he was taken out and slept on the ground. Xiao Xionglan, they have nothing to do. This guy, Xiao Xionglan squeezed a pair of Shen Zhang's cheeks, happily said with a smile, good guys, rest. Shen Shang only has the cultivation base of the world-defying sacred realm late stage, which is naturally better than their 3 divine world-defying realm. Shen Shang recovered after a day and night. Well, we are now in this mysterious area, what's next? Shen Shang asked. How do we look for legendary spell? This area is not small, and maybe there is still a crisis. It is not easy to find Dao creation spell. It's better to let me go out and try to see if I can sense my grandfather. Qin Shuang came out of Hidden Jade Villa and appeared in the room inside Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Suddenly a woman came out, Xiao Xionglan. They are not surprised, because they have seen He Fengyuan before. Xiao Xionglan secretly coldly snorted. Shen Shang said that she is a countless woman, she still has some unbelief, but now she believes, it really is a color embryo, the woman around is better than one. Good, let's go out together, I have master protection, it will be safer. Shen Shang said, and then quickly introduced Qin Shuang to Xiao Xionglan. Shen Shang, several of them came to Divine Mirror of Six Paths and stood on top of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Little Shuang, who is your grandfather? Xiao Xionglan asked curiously, she also called Qin Shuang with Shen Shang. Luo Juyang, Shen Shang answered for Qin Shuang. Xiao Xionglan, I can't believe it. Is this true? Shang'er was shocked. This is impossible, we have never heard of Luo Juyang having a family. Luo Juyang seems to have only one friend, Ji Yutong. Ling'er said. Xiao Xionglan looked at Divine Mirror of Six Paths at the foot, took a deep breath, the spirit pattern above and the bronze style. Too much like the 9 Firmaments divine sword she had seen, she immediately thought of Shen Zhang's 9 Firmaments divine sword blends with this strange divine mirror of 6 paths. Now she understands why Shen Zhang's 9 Firmaments divine sword starts to look so ordinary, but suddenly changes a lot, actually can be merged with divine mirror of 6 paths together. I sensed it. Grandpa is there, Qin Shuang surprised shouted, pointing in one direction. At the same time, a strong breath suddenly came in, making Shen Shang panicked. Get away from here, Xiao Xionglan shouted. Shen Shang, while sensing this breath, moved them all into the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths and then controlled the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. Chapter 3465. Shen Shang, they just came out just a short time ago, and this strong atmosphere appeared, which must be directed at them. Will it be the person who entered here? Shang'er said. Absolutely not, Xiao Xionglan is very certain. The smell is not human-owned, it should be a beast made by violent world-defying soul. Shen Shang has come here and has never seen the mad soul beast. The violent world-defying soul is very powerful. If it can be turned into a beast, the strength is definitely not weak. In short, I am not the opponent of that thing. Xiao Xionglan sighed. I don't know what Dean did after they came in. Shen Shang didn't talk because the latter thing was chasing him. What the hell is this? Shen Shang couldn't see anything behind him, but he felt the pressure. Can't you see? Xiao Xionglan looked at the wall behind him, only to see the very calm tree, and nothing else. Xiao Xionglan, a few of them were watching carefully at this time, trying to find a trace, but found nothing. Is that thing still chasing? Qin Shuang asked. Yes, said Shen Shang. Now if wanted to change direction. Shen Shang, he controlled the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths and flew to Luo Juyang. Just now Qin Shuang had already sensed the direction of Luo Juyang. Shen Shang worried that this would cause trouble to Luo Juyang, so he asked Qin Shuang for advice. Go ahead, my grandfather's strength should be strong, don't be afraid of this thing. Qin Shuang said. There should be more than just my grandfather, Ji Yutong may be there. Now only Shen Shang can sense how terrifying things are chasing Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. If he didn't have Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, he could walk through the forest flexibly, and that might soon catch up. See it, He Fengyuan suddenly shouted. Both Qin Shuang and Xiao Xionglan frowned because they didn't see anything. What have you seen? Shen Shang hastily asked. I obviously didn't see anything, Xiao Xionglan said. He Fengyuan didn't answer. She stared at the image of the wall, and suddenly shouted, you look at the trunk of the tree. A few women immediately stared at the tree pointed by He Fengyuan. I saw a transparent thing on the trunk. If I didn't look at it, it was hard to find. Because it was transparent, it looked like it was merged with the trunk. This thing got into the trunk. Qin Shuang shouted, just as she just shouted, Xiao Shonglin pointed to another big tree very close to the divine mirror of 6 paths. On the trunk of this big tree, there is another transparent thing. Shen Shang also saw this scene. It is no wonder that he could not find this thing chasing him before, but he felt a strong breath. Poisonous woman, what is this thing? Shen Shang thinks that He Fengyuan may know, otherwise she will not find it, because it is hard to find it because it is not deliberately paid attention. I just heard of this kind of thing. He Fengyuan fell into meditation, and after a while, he said, this kind of thing was also evolved by violent world-defying soul. But it is a special violent world-defying soul. Violent world-defying soul is not a beast. It's not that the animal violent soul is a lot, and there are also swords and plants, which is not unusual. This violent world-defying soul is very, very rare, and it's rare like the space violent soul or the time violent soul. He Fengyuan went to check out a lot of things when he got the space saint soul. Shen Shang they listened patiently. This violent world-defying soul is called the violent soul, which is made by Tao creation spell, or the violent world-defying soul produced by Tao creation spell. It is very strange and rare, because it is only in a very rare special situation. The mantra violent soul will be born. Xiao Shonglin said. So, this thing is the space of the violent soul. They have just seen it. After the transparent thing is drilled into a tree, it can emerge from another tree, just like the space shuttle, the speed is very fast. Yes, and not only that, the cursed soul demon has a control over the plant and can sense the divine mirror of 6 paths through the tree. He Fengyuan said, divine mirror of 6 paths is invisible, these things are perceived by the tree, so he will pass through the tree to chase divine mirror of 6 paths. Xiao Shonglin nodded. If this thing can determine where divine mirror of 6 paths is, you can come over with teleport. Now he is constantly teleporting through the tree. It is because he can't directly sense divine mirror of 6 paths. But after the tree perceives it, he passes it to him. After he rushes over, he is slow. Now he pursues us, just waiting for us to make mistakes. He Fengyuan said, the evolution to this point, the strength must be strong, be cautious. He Fengyuan said so much, that is, let Shen know that this thing is so powerful, if you want to catch it, you have to be prepared. It seems that this place really has the existence of legendary spell, otherwise it will not be able to breed the spell soul demon. He Fengyuan said. Maybe this thing knows where legendary spell is. We have wanted to catch him. Feng Ka is very excited, she is also very curious about this thing. It's not good to catch it, it's a very strong thing. Shen Shang frowns, looked at Xiao Shonglin. Master, you should have sensed the breath of this thing, what level of strength do you think? Divine world-defying realm middle stage, close to the divine world-defying realm late stage, not the divine world-defying realm late stage. The divine world-defying realm late stage's world-defying divine soul has a special touch that can be sensed. Xiao Shonglin said. Are you good to deal with? Shen Shang asked again. Xiao Shonglin shook his head. It's not easy to deal with, otherwise I and the 2 hoes will rush. Well, let me introduce this thing to my grandfather, Qin Shuang said. This is the only way now. Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths flying in the tree spirit, the transparent mantra soul demon has been chasing, very patient, although every time the fight is empty, but never give up. I don't know if your grandfather found legendary spell. Shen Shang looked ahead, and now Qin Shuang can't go out, naturally he can't determine the exact location of Luo Juyang. There should be no, if it is found, it has already come out. Xiao Shonglin said. Legendary spell is here, but it is definitely not good. There is such a powerful barrier here, you can see that this is to prevent someone from getting legendary spell. Quote. To prevent getting legendary spell. Shen Shang snorted. It's hard to say that this legendary spell is naturally formed. Can't be taken away, can't be destroyed. And it's very powerful, so it can't be obtained. That's it, said Xiao Shonglin. Chapter 3466. Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths after half a day of flying, suddenly slammed into something, causing the divine mirror of 6 paths to sway. I bumped into the barrier. Xiao Shonglin said affirmatively. The spell soul demon rushed over. He Fengyuan kept staring. Shen Shang immediately controlled the divine mirror of 6 paths, which was violently vibrating, and wanted to cross the front barrier, but it was unsuccessful and only had tightly avoided. When the transparent spell soul demon flew over, it also hit the barrier. This guy can't go in, this barrier is really amazing. Shen Shang exclaimed, he was close enough, but did not find the existence of this barrier. Shen Shang flew around the barrier, and the spell soul demon continued to pursue. After a little while, Shen Shang circled the barrier a lot. He could be sure that the barrier was round and the area covered was not particularly large and there was nothing inside. If there is a transparent spell behind Soul Demon, Shen Shang will definitely wear the barrier in the space formation in Divine Mirror of Six Paths. I don't know what's inside, said Shen Shang, who continued to fly around the barrier. He had to find a way to go in. He could only see if he could let the spell Soul Demon retreat. No, if we go on like this, we can never get rid of this thing. Xiao Xionglan said. The former barrier should be artificially arranged, probably Luo Juyang. When they came in, they found many spells Soul Demon, for everyone's safety, so they have a barrier. He Fengyuan nodded. In the barrier, there may be legendary spell. Shen Shang is anxious to walk around with. Shen Shang asked Su Maiyao to give him a Crystal Emperor. This Crystal Emperor is Su Maiyao's constant use of fusion spell to refine it. It has been integrated with many fast Crystal Emperors and contains a lot of energy inside. When Shen Shang took out the Crystal Emperor, Xiao Xionglan would take a deep breath because she could sense the terrifying of the Crystal Emperor. Master, you engraved into a few sets of violent elemental mantras and 9th order amplification spell. As long as it is a highly aggressive Dao creation spell, you get in and out. Shen Shang handed Xiao Xionglan. After getting it done, it is used to attack the thing outside. Xiao Xionglan took over and squeezed the Crystal Emperor vigorously. She could very clearly sense the horror energy contained in it. How many Crystal Emperors do you combine? Hundreds of pieces, said Shen Shang. Xiao Xionglan can see fusion spell on the Crystal Emperor, so she can guess. I engraved into the sound spell and the 9th order amplification spell. The sound spell has a very light sound strength and the attack range is wide. Xiao Xionglan said. The spell outside the Soul Demon is so fast, impossible. Losing him, and using the sound wave spell is the best. Yes, said Shen Shang. Master, I will use time domain for you, and it will be done faster. I will engrave all the sound spells I have mastered, said Xiao Xionglan. Xiao Xionglan took Crystal Emperor and Shen Shang into a secret room and started. Shen Shang uses the 2nd level time domain, which is only an hour's time. If this thing is thrown out, it will definitely cause strong fluctuations. I don't know if people in the barrier will feel it, Xiao Xionglan said. I don't know them, I will repel the thing first. Shen Shang was chased by the trouble, otherwise he would not come up with such a precious Crystal Emperor. Crystal Emperor is also rare here. Xiao Xionglan usually does not have much Crystal Emperor to try to engrave the inscription, so she is also very much looking forward to the power of this Crystal Emperor. Shen Shang was thrown out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths while releasing a super shield from the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Divine Mirror of Six Paths suddenly stopped. This time the transparent spell Soul Demon didn't go down, but the Crystal Emperor suddenly appeared on Divine Mirror of Six Paths, which shook a strong sonic wave. After the loud noise exploded, the trees around all shattered in an instant, and in a flash, the trees in the square were all shattered. Xiao Hengyang outside, they were also uncomfortable with this harsh shock. They looked at the inside of the barrier from the high mountains, and saw the inside swaying madly. The tree was like a raging wind. Divine Mirror of Six Paths was also shaken out. What made Shen Shang unexpected was that the spell Soul Demon was able to hold Divine Mirror of Six Paths and the surface was shocked by red blood. Seriously injured. After the Divine Mirror of Six Paths landed on the ground, the Xiao Xionglan Master and Servant 3 immediately came out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, and the Soul Demon, a spell that was learned, was a storm. Hong hong hong. Another series of roaring thoughts. The spell Soul Demon has been severely wounded, showing the original shape. It's actually a tiger. Shen Shang came out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and looked at the panting tiger lying on the ground. He took a deep breath and he finally got the guy who had been chasing them for a long time. It's not big, said Xiao Xionglan. This tiger is really not big, just like the dog in the house. Shen Shang got it inside the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and sealed Feng Ka. Being transparent, is this legendary spell? Shen Shang said. In short, this tiger has a lot of Dao creation spell. After making such a big move, Shen Shang immediately took the Divine Mirror of Six Paths away from here, and just after he left, a group of people came out of the barrier and looked around all around. In the end, what happened? It was obviously a strong sound of the spell of the sound wave, said an old man. Is there a fight here? Who is it? The teams that entered here were all inside the barrier. There was no one outside, and the full moon night didn't arrive, and outsiders couldn't come in. Shen Shang is in the secret room of the seal mantra soul demon. There is only one person here. He lets Bai Yu come out of hidden jade villa. Sister Yu, can you search for this guy's memory? Shen Shang worried that Bai Yu's strength was not enough, and the spell soul demon was very strong. I'll give it a try. Bai Yu put his hand on the old tiger head and then ran grasping soul devil curse. Bai Yu is gazing, has been silent, and has been using it for a long time. Shen Shang waited for more than 2 hours, and Bai Yu opened his eyes. Are you rewarding? Shen Shang hastily asked. Yes. Bai Yu nodded. Shen Shang smiled. This is indeed the violent world-defying soul made by Tao creation spell, and then the violent world-defying soul is attached to a tiger. Bai Yu said. Then gradually became smart. Originally, this Tao creation spell is a peculiar mantra that can easily fit into the various spirit body, which can be integrated into the tree before, right? Shen Shang nodded. So, this Tao creation spell is legendary spell. It should have evolved from fusion spell. Tao creation spell is amazing. Chapter 3467. Bai Yu caressed the tiger head and continued. What's even more amazing is that this guy is a strange fusion spell, so he later merged with a space spell, so he can teleport, and finally the fusion spell soul demon. There is still this kind of thing. Shen Shang was very excited because he wanted to conquer the tiger. Besides, does he have any other abilities? Shen Shang asked. No, he only has the ability to master these 3 Tao creation spells. Bai Yu shook his head. But his own strength is strong, mainly because he can blend all kinds of energy. There is Tao creation saint stone. After he finds it, he can directly integrate the Tao creation saint stone and instantly gain energy. Bai Yu back in hidden jade villa, Shen Shang looked at the tiger himself and looked no different from the ordinary tiger, but he had the ability of 3 strange Tao creation spells. Transparent spell should be legendary spell, and the kind of fusion spell is not the one familiar to Shen Shang. It must have evolved. It belongs to fusion spell and later to space spell. The tiger woke up and snarled in a low voice, at which time he was very weak. You guy, who let you chase me, let's suffer. Shen Shang haha said with a smile. The tiger looked very angry and roaring hiss a few times. Like this, you mix with me, I can make your injury get better soon, and there are a lot of good things in the future. Shen Shang said, touching the tiger head. The tiger is very spiritual. Don't go too far to let Shen Shang touch, then kneel on the ground with his eyes closed, ignore Shen Shang. If you don't agree, I can only bake you to eat. Shen Shang sighed. The tiger was very badly wounded. Now it is sealed again. Shen Shang wants to roast him. He has no way to escape. He immediately opens his eyes and reveals his fear in his eyes. Follow me, make sure you are fragrant and spicy. Shen Shang saw the tiger afraid, he happily said with a smile. The tiger did not agree. Shen Shang could only come up with a mantra blood shark to strengthen the body Dan, to eat for the tiger. After eating, the tiger seems to realize the effect of this Dan, although there is only one, but it will be good to eat later, at least he does not have to look for food all day to maintain his consumption. If he does not maintain consumption, not only will his strength go backwards, he will die. Finally, the tiger agreed and signed a master and servant contract with Shen Shang. Ahu, can you integrate other beasts now? Shen Shang asked. Ahu nodded. Shen Shang lit up and then took Ahu to the stone houses of the 2 dragon horses. Merge them, said Shen Shang. The dragon horse was too dazzling to use, and he didn't dare to use it. I saw the stripes on Ahu's body suddenly lit up and turned into a mantra, then he rushed over and plunged into the huge dragon horse. After entering, there was a faint white light on dragon horse. The originally painted black dragon horse is just a little bit like a tiger. Soon, the dragon horse disappeared and became a tiger. Ahu's body size is a little bigger than before, and then he merged with another dragon horse. After the fusion, the body was a lot bigger, and now it is already as big as a horse. Shen Shang thinks that he still has a lot of blood devil shark, all of them let Ahu merge, then Ahu will not become very strong. After he asked Su Maiyao and Bai Yu, they all opposed it. Your current cultivation base is too low. Go to not do this. If the tiger is strong and strong, maybe there is any way to get rid of the master and servant contract. What will happen when you integrate it? Bai Yu is very serious said. Shen Shang thought for a moment, if it was merged by the tiger, he would be equivalent, which made him shudder. Now Ahu's strength is very impressive. Although the injury has not recovered, it has the strength of divine world-defying realm initial stage. Shenshong and Ahu can communicate in the heart. He learned from Ahu that legendary spell is in that barrier. What was not there before the barrier was that a group of people came in and came out. There were several small mountain-like boulders. These boulders were flat and had nothing but a stone of legendary spell. The inside of these stone of the mantra contains legendary spell. Only when the stone is broken, can you get the legendary spell inside. There are 7 pieces in total. There are many, but after absorbing energy, it becomes the spell soul demon. Shenshong let Ahu continue to rest and come to the room. Xiao Shonglin, they are all here. How is it? Asked Xiao Shonglin. I accepted the tiger, Shenshong said with a smile. This guy is very strange. Shenshong told Xiao Shonglin what happened to Ahu. After Xiao Shonglin listened, hastily asked, so can he get those spells out? I have to learn. This should be no problem, wait until he hurts and say, let him condense, Shenshong said. Now we need to enter the barrier. Open the space formation again. Xiao Shonglin said. When I went out, I sensed the barrier, which is similar to the big barrier outside. No, you go out with me and see if they can see someone, they will take us in. Shenshong felt that the big noise that broke out before would definitely alarm the people inside. Xiao Shonglin nodded and then walked out of Divine Mirror of 6 Paths with Shenshong. For safety reasons, she followed Shonger and Linger. After all, they were divine world-defying realm. After coming outside, Xiao Shonglin whispered, there is a breath of people here, we walk around and see. Shenshong and Xiao Shonglin walked around the barrier for a period of time. Suddenly saw someone in front of them. They immediately alerted them, and the people in front were the same. The strength of the whole body was condensed, and the breath was very scary. Brother Shen, Xiao Shonglin. Came a strange voice in front. Ding Yuhai. Shenshong did not expect to meet Tao Creation Sect's discipline. Ding Yuhai is the disciple of Tao Creation Sect. The strength should be similar to that of Xiao Shonglin, but they can follow Dean in front of them. Ding Yuhai and a few old men together. Those old men are the disciples of the old generation, they have heard of Xiao Shonglin, they are their own people, they are relieved. How are you here? Ding Yuhai asked in surprise. Hey, we wandered around the big barrier, and we didn't know why. We were sucked in by a strength, so we didn't wait until the full moon night, only a few of us. Xiao Shonglin's side tone. We came here by mistake, and we encountered 2 very strong things in the fight, and we lost both of them. Then we came over and saw if there was a gap or something. Because there are all kinds of magical things here, Ding Yuhai can easily accept them. Then we hurry in, it's really not safe outside. Ding Yuhai hurriedly said, then took Shenshong and they entered the barrier. Chapter 3468. Ding Yuhai and a few old men took Shenshong and they entered the barrier. Only a few old men used several formation plates at the same time to open a door. It is obvious that the barrier is very tight. Since the geek www.zbygay.com. Xiao Shonglin they are Dragon Elephant Sect, and Ding Yuhai takes them to the place where Dragon Elephant Sect Dean is located. Ding Yuhai, what's the situation with it? Xiao Shonglin asked. Who got the legendary spell? Xiao Shonglin learning Tao creation spells innate talent. Many people know that Ding Yuhai naturally knows that Xiao Shonglin is eager to get the precious Tao creation spell, who suspects that Xiao Shonglin still sneaked out. No one has got it yet. Ding Yuhai shook his head. The specific situation of my little discipline is not clear. Luo Juyong and Ji Yu Tong Elder didn't come in very early. Didn't they get it? Shenshong asked curiously. The area you are in is not very big. You should have found it in a few days. Quote. Brother Shen, you don't know. Ding Yuhai sighed. We have come very early, but legendary spell is not easy to get. There are several megaliths in it, and there are legendary spell in these boulders, but if you can get it from the boulder, you have to rely on the ability. Bai Yu also knew this from Ahu's memory. There are still 7 boulders inside. These boulders contain legendary spell, and it is not easy to get legendary spell from it. How many stones are there in total? Asked Xiao Shonglin. 7, it was originally occupied by 3 sects, but then there was a dispute. I thought it was unfair, so I moved 7 boulder to the middle. Everyone could take the boulder and take the Tao creation spell inside. Ding Yuhai said. I have tried it anyway, I feel that there is nothing in the boulder. Xiao Shonglin looked at Shenshong and she knew that Shenshong had more ideas. Shenshong is just frowned. He doesn't see the boulder now. He naturally doesn't know how to get the internal Tao creation spell. So is Luo Zhuyang also in the vicinity of those megaliths. Shen Shang wants to find the Sun-Old Ancestor and let Qin Shuang meet his grandfather as soon as possible. It was originally, but just 2 days ago, he suddenly disappeared. Ding Yuhai's words made both Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin full of surprises. Suddenly gone, Xiao Shanglin said, "Where did you go?" At this time, Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin have seen several small hills in the distance, that is, the boulder with legendary spell, 7 megaliths placed together, many people around the boulder, sitting cross-legged, infiltrated with divine sense inside the boulder. I want to get legendary spell from it. Ji Yutong Elder said that Luo Zhuyang suddenly entered the boulder and was about to get legendary spell. Ding Yuhai bitter with a smile. This is Ji Yutong Elder guessing. Shen Shang may have come to the side of the boulder. Everyone is quietly exploring the secrets of the boulder here. Shen Shang saw Ji Yutong at a glance. Ji Yutong looks like a 13-year-old youngster, very recognizable, with a tender and white face, a very delicate and pretty handsome youngster. The surface looks like a youngster, but it is an old fellow who doesn't know how long it has lived. Little Shuang, Ji Yutong know you? Asked Shen Shang. I don't know. Qin Shuang is still in Hidden Jade Villa. Luo Zhuyang is not here. She is not going to come out. She is a little excited because her grandfather is here. Shen Shang looked at the stones, whispered, "So far, only Luo Zhuyang has entered the stone." Ding Yuhai nodded. Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin and the 2 female slaves have already sat cross-legged and are going to give it a try. I know that just before they started, a stone suddenly shuddered and flashed a faint red light. A figure flew from the inside. Sweep it out. Old Luo. Ji Yutong was surprised and had tightly drank. How is it? Shen Shang has already seen Luo Zhuyang. He is a white-haired long-haired boy who looks like an old man. He smiles and looks at the long beard. It is, I got legendary spell. Luo Zhuyang looks very kind, but after approaching him, he can feel the pressure of the incomparably powerful strength. You old fellow, actually succeeded in getting the legendary spell first. Ji Yutong was very embarrassed and grinned. Come tell me, what is the legendary spell? 10 sects Dean, as well as several big shots, were all around, and they were very curious. I don't know the specific role of this legendary spell. I still need a period of time to master. Luo Zhuyang Lang said with a smile. Legendary spell has a total of 18 strokes, is it so easy to master? There are actually 18 pens. Both Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin were shocked. The 9-stroke Tao creation spell was very difficult for Shen Shang to master, let alone 18. A huge stone was suddenly broken, which is also the huge stone that Luo Zhuyang got from legendary spell. Now there are only 6 boulders. Luo Zhuyang continued to sit cross-legged. After everyone saw it, there was something uncomfortable in the heart, because Luo Zhuyang had already got a legendary spell, and actually wanted to continue. Old Luo, you are not kind, said Dean of Dark Green Soul Sect. Why not kind? Asked Luo Zhuyang. You have all got a Tao creation spell. Mortal Sect's Dean sounds a bit sour. Ji Yutong heard their words, coldly snorted and said, without old Luo, you know that there is a legendary spell here, tell you about it, and bring you here. Isn't this a kind? Luo Zhuyang lightly smiled. If you want to get legendary spell, you need a certain chance. I will bring you here. It is equivalent to sharing the opportunity with you. Is it not satisfactory? Dark Green Soul Sect and Mortal Sect's Dean face are a bit unsightly, but can't say anything. Luo Zhuyang and Ji Yutong are very terrifying, and Dragon Elephant Sect and Tao Creation Sect are the same enemy. They are not opponents. If they fight, other sects will only stand by. Is this young man just here? I haven't seen them before. Luo Zhuyang noticed Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin. His memory is very good. How many people are very impressed in the barrier? Senior Luo, yes, they accidentally bumped through the big barrier and came here. Ding Yuhai replied. They are Dragon Elephant Sect disciple. The girl is really our Dragon Elephant Sect. Dean of Dragon Elephant Sect frowned. Shanglin, you are a baby, but you are not allowed to come before, and sent people outside the mountains to intercept. Yours. You are unexpectedly able to come here, what is going on? Ji Yutong said. The big barrier outside, except for the full moon night, can't be easily passed at other times. I don't believe in any mistakes. How do you get through the big barrier? Chapter 3469. Xiao Shanglin secretly admired these old fellows and saw them all at once. Just when she was in a hurry, She looked at Shen Shang, and Shen Shang was very calm and looked like nothing. In fact, we didn't accidentally bump into it, but moved it in by something. Shen Shang started to talk said, Master, her parents really don't allow her, but we are curious, we are going to look at the big barrier. Going, I didn't expect to see a transparent thing next to the big barrier. When it comes to transparency, Ji Yutong and Luo Juyong look at each other. They know what it is and they have met before. I don't know if it is going to eat us. It seems to use a powerful space power to move us in. Shen Shang said. That's fast, and you know space power. How did you get here? The edge of the big barrier is far from here. Ji Yutong asked. And, before, there was a violent explosion outside. I don't know if there is a relationship with you. We flew over, Xiao Shonglin said. Our flight speed is not slow, and we hide the breath, that thing can't be sensed, it can only be transmitted through the tree, that is a very strange means of transmission. We were chased very tightly, and finally I used the Crystal Emperor carved into the sound spell and amplification spell to scare the thing away. Ji Yutong nodded. No wonder the sound is so big, actually it is a sonic spell. Look at your young age and have a good grasp of Tao creation spell. And there is also a disciple. Your disciple is quite good. Dragon Elephant Sect's Dean knows Shen Zhang's. Shen Shang is the new democracy of Dragon Elephant Sect, and also thanks to Xiao Shonglin, who also owns Dragon Saint Soul. As Dean of Dragon Elephant Sect, he knows these things. Brother Ji Yu, this brat has Dragon Saint Soul. When he was compared to a variant of Mortal Sect, a sword broke the Disco God's Tao God Sword. Dragon Elephant Sect's Dean said with a smile. Mortal Sect Dean's face changed slightly, and he also knew about it. He didn't expect it to be the brat in front of him, letting his Mortal Sect lose a Tao God soldier. And, Shonglin's innate talent is different. Learning Tao creation spell is very fast. At a young age, I have mastered more than 30 Tao creation spells. Dragon Elephant Sect Dean. This made Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong very surprised. This is indeed a good seed. Hey, my innate talent is good, you are not willing to give me the 3rd level fusion spell, space spell does not give me a study. Originally the same generation of the discipline, the most backward is me. Xiao Shonglin tenderly snorted and said, the other Tao creation spells are all my dark school, and there is no relationship with Dragon Elephant Sect. Dragon Elephant Sect Dean he smiles. Dragon Elephant Sect disciple needs to compete through fusion spell. You don't let you compete, it's not my business. I don't care, anyway, I have to learn a legendary spell this time. Xiao Shonglin blocked the airway. Xiao Shonglin, the speed of learning Tao creation spell is terrible. Shen Shang has already seen it. He also said to Xiao Shonglin before, let her learn more Tao creation spell, and then guide him to study, which will enable him to learn faster. Shen Shang took a look at Luo Juyong and wanted to give Luo Juyong a sound transmission, but it didn't succeed. Luo Juyong seems to have protected his divine sea and will not accept other people's sound transmission. But Luo Juyong felt someone had a sound transmission to him, and he also looked at Shen Shang. Shen Shang, although the sound transmission failed, kept on sticking. Luo Juyong doesn't know why, this young man wants to give him a sound transmission, and it is very strong. Young people, what's the matter? Luo Juyong asked Shen Shang sound transmission. Senior, I am from Divine Wilderness, then I went to Divine Soil Forbidden Land, I learned about Senior, I fixed God Altar's spirit, met your granddaughter, then went to Ancient Fire God Sect, and finally to Myriad Dao on the world-defying Soul River, following the teleportation formation left by Senior, I finally came to this place. Shen Shang said a series. Luo Juyong was shocked, he didn't expect anyone from his hometown to come to him. How far is this a long journey? I have to know that he and Ji Yutong had come to this place after all the hardships. Young people, have you seen the transparent thing before? Can you talk to me in detail? This thing is very powerful. Luo Juyong started to talk said, he has come to Shen Shang and put Shen Zhang's shoulder. Of course, Shen Shang smiled and then left with Luo Juyong. No one else felt that there was anything because they also heard that there was a mystical transparent monster outside, which was very strong. Only Ji Yutong noticed something, but did not immediately ask. Luo Juyong took Shen Shang to a tree, entered the tree hole of a big tree, and arranged the formation. Shen Shang released Qin Shuang. Grandpa. After Qin Shuang saw Luo Juyong, she couldn't help but drop her tears and plunged into the arms of Luo Juyong. Taro. Luo Juyong did not expect to see his granddaughter. Grandpa, how come you don't come back for a long time? Qin Shuang whispered. I have been killed once, so I can reincarnate. I can't help, Grandpa came here, I don't want to go back. Luo Zhuyong learned that her granddaughter had died a long time, and she was very distressed, but he was relieved to see his granddaughter still standing here. Although there is a lot to say, Qin Shuang didn't say it. After all, they are all people who have been continually practicing in order to gain strong strength. They have also experienced tens of thousands of years. There are too many to say, and it is not easy to meet now. Luo Zhuyong looked at Shen Shang. He didn't expect that Shen Shang came here with his granddaughter, and Shen Shang was only the world-defying sacred realm late stage. It was this kind of ability, which made him suddenly to Shen Shang. Look at each other. It seems that your journey into the big barrier is edited. Luo Zhuyong he smiled. Really, I can't tell this kind of thing to so many people. Shen Shang spread his hand and was very helpless. Grandpa, what is the place of this innovation? Qin Shuang has always had doubts about this. It's the land of innocence, I don't know, I just heard it, but there are all kinds of Tao creation spell. Especially the legendary spell, the most powerful, I don't know how these Tao creation spell are. In the end, in short, Tao creation spell can self-condense energy, then create the world and create myriad Tao. Luo Zhuyong said. In my early years, because of the coincidence, mastering some Tao creation spell, I was able to create 9 suns, refining. A lot of myriad Tao divine soil and myriad Tao divine soil crystal come. So why is Grandma afraid of this? Qin Shuang asked again. She is mainly worried about the endless violent soul of world-defying soul river. In fact, world-defying soul river is a legendary spell that releases violent soul power and gives birth to violent world-defying soul. Luo Zhuyong said. You are the silky line of world-defying soul river seen on myriad Tao as Tao creation spell. Chapter 3470. Shen Shang did see world-defying soul river in the sky before, but I didn't expect it to be made by Tao creation spell. There is only one sum, this Tao creation spell is too simple. Shen Shang said. Is there a number of 18 pens in the legendary spell that senior got before? The world-defying soul river you saw was just a small piece of Tao creation spell. The other lights that didn't shine were hidden, so it looked like a stroke. Luo Zhuyong said. Several world-defying soul rivers are a Tao creation spell condensed. This Tao creation spell should be one of the 9 primordial spells. Primordial spell. Qin Shuang has also learned Tao creation spell, but it is the simplest first-level primordial spell. The original Tao creation spell, which is also the most terrifying, has been transformed into various forms and has been integrated into myriad Tao. Now only the world-defying soul river, a primordial spell, can see it, and the rest are gone. Luo Zhuyong sorry sighed. I can only look for legendary spell now, want to see if I can piece together the primordial spell, or use the legendary spell to sense the existence of primordial spell and learn from it. Xuanzhi, do you want to follow me in this inspirational way? Luo Zhuyong asked with a smile. Qin Shuang had already thought about it before. She shook her head. She came here to find her grandfather. She just wanted to determine if this loved one is still alive. How are they doing? They are all cultivators, as long as they know that the other person is still alive. All right. Because there have been rumors that her grandfather has died, she does not believe, so she wants to find Grandpa. Qin Shuang shook her head. She decided to follow Shen Shang. She felt that in the land of inauguration, she was only able to be together with Shen Shang to stabilize the adolescence. If she followed her grandfather, she would drag her grandfather. Moreover, she is very happy in Hidden Jade Villa, some people are companions, and Shen Shang has time domain, which can help her get a lot of cultivation time. Luo Zhuyong was not surprised. He nodded. He can take you here to find me. This is enough to make me feel relieved. Just when Luo Zhuyong talked, suddenly came to Ji Yutong's voice. Old Luo, the major event, what are you doing inside? Luo Zhuyong immediately withdrew the formation. Ji Yutong came in from the outside and saw Qin Shuang here. This is my granddaughter, this brat brought me my granddaughter from Divine Wilderness to come to me. Luo Zhuyong is very happy, he happily said with a smile. Ji Yutong is a good friend of Luo Zhuyong. Naturally, he knows that Luo Zhuyong has a granddaughter. He is also very surprised. He is very surprised to see Shen Shang. He knows how difficult it is to come from Divine Wilderness and how many worlds to cross. There will be many dangers on the way. Uncle, what major event? Qin Shuang asked politely. Yes right, that is, you master. Ji Yutong looked at Shen Shang. hurriedly said, "Your master has entered a stone." What? Shen Shang was also scared, and Xiao Shanglan actually entered a stone, which means that Xiao Shanglan will learn a legendary spell. This little girl really got it. Luo Juyong was surprised, but she said with a smile, "I didn't expect one of legendary spell to be learned by her." Xiao Shanglan said that she had to learn a legendary spell to go back, and now she is successful. "Xuanzhi, do you want if?" Luo Juyong asked. Qin Shuang shook her head. She knew that Xiao Shanglan was learning Dao creation spells innate talent, so Xiao Shanglan was so recognized by legendary spell so quickly that she was not surprised, and she was slow to learn Dao creation spell, and Shen Shang, almost. Qin Shuang entered Hidden Jade Villa and she doesn't want to show up now. Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong did not say anything. Qin Shuang cultivation base is low and weak, it will be safer to hide. Shen Shang followed Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong to the boulder and saw Xiao Shanglan. "So soon, come out. Did you get legendary spell?" After Luo Juyong asked, a huge stone was suddenly broken. This is the stone that Xiao Shanglan has just entered, and now it is broken, indicating that Xiao Shanglan has taken away the legendary inside. "Spell." Xiao Shanglan Zhao said with a smile. "I got it, I don't know what kind of mantra is now." Shen Shang took a look at those Dean and the big shot, and the elder they brought, each with a red eyes, like a rabbit eye. They learned Dao creation spells old fellow for many years, actually more than a gimmick. Although Dragon Elephant Sect Dean didn't learn it, he was very haughty because Xiao Shanglan was his Dragon Elephant Sect. Xiao Shanglan after sitting cross-legged, Moran Sect's Dean shouted, "Wait, you have got one, can't continue." Dark Green Soul Sect's Dean also quickly supported. At this time, several other sects Dean and the Power Big Shot also nodded. They had already seen Xiao Shanglan's horrible innate talent. In a moment, Xiao Shanglan took a legendary spell. If this continues, it may all fall into the hands of Xiao Shanglan. "Okay, anyway, I have got one. And among you, there will be more than half of them who can't get legendary spell." Xiao Shanglan is very haughty, she is also content. After all, she is just a junior, she is not like Luo Juyong. Everyone came here to look for legendary spell, so she retired. Xiao Shanglan's words made these old fellows secretly screaming. They have more than a dozen sect dean, and more than 20 powerful elders, and finally only 5 people can get legendary spell, maybe even less, because Luo Juyong can continue. "Continue," Ji Yutong said, he was also anxious. If he didn't get a legendary spell, it was a joke, good and bad. He was a great generation of refiner grandmaster. Xiao Shanglan looked at the distance. Shen Shang is now officially starting to sense these legendary spell stones, only 5 boulder, and he hopes that he can get one. After a small half-day, a breath came from, and Shen Shang suddenly opened his eyes and saw a huge stone releasing a strong attraction, and suddenly drove Ji Yutong into it. Another person got Dao creation spell, and the opportunities were getting less and less, and those Dean were very anxious. Ji Yutong went in for a long time and spent 3 days. Now everyone feels that Xiao Shanglan's innate talent terrifying, she just came in for a little while. Ji Yutong came out from the inside, revealing a very satisfied smile, and then stay away from these boulder and give the opportunity to others. Stonehenge has only 4 pieces. Just after Ji Yutong had just come out, Luo Juyong was sucked in by a huge stone, and everyone was secretly stunned. Luo Juyong actually got 2 legendary spell. Luo Juyong after a day, Dao Creation Sect Dean also went in, followed by Moran Sect Dean. A few days have passed, the people who have entered the stone have come out, and there is only 1 stone left in Stonehenge. Luo Juyong got 2 legendary spell, Xiao Shanglan, Ji Yutong, Dao Creation Sect Dean, and Immortal Sect Dean. Now there is only 1 boulder left. Luo Juyong did not participate anymore, and he and other people who got legendary spell looked far away. Chapter 3471. Xiao Shanglan has already got a legendary spell, she and Luo Juyong. They are watching in the distance. There is only 1 boulder left in Stonehenge. She very much hopes that Shen Shang can get this last legendary spell. It seems that it is recognized by legendary spell, mainly because of the individual's understanding of Dao creation spell. Luo Juyong said, "This gimmick is very savvy, so I get it the fastest. Our old fellows have studied Dao creation spell for many years. The savvy is not bad. It is only a matter of time before I can get approval from this legendary spell." Shang'er whispered, "So, Shen Shang, don't you want to get legendary spell?" Ling'er sighed. Shen Shang is also very slow at learning Dao creation spell. He has no understanding of Tao creation spell and spends a lot of time comprehending. Mortal Sect Dean said with a sneer. Women's opinion, do you think that the brat is hopeful to get legendary spell? He just came to join in the fun, you know how many youngster light disciples are entering here. But they give up after trying, that's because they know that they don't have the chance to get legendary spell. Xiao Xionglan is very upset, coldly snorted, looks down on people. This young lady is getting legendary spell earlier than you, so you are not as good as me. Ji Yutong said with a smile, Shantou, your disciples don't have enough understanding of Tao creation spell. This is a fact, you are born with a very high level of understanding. It can be said that it is much more powerful than us. We also acknowledge this. Quote quote. Luo Juyong nodded. Shenshang should have no hope. Shenshang is working hard to connect with the stone. After his spirit penetrates the boulder, he sees a lot of Tao creation spell. These Tao creation spell form a maze, and his spiritual power enters the maze. Inside, it is difficult to find an exit. If his spiritual power wants to enter this boulder, he must let his spiritual power pass through the maze. His mother, this is a test of spiritual power and understanding of Tao creation spell. I am too bad in this regard. If it gives me a certain amount of time, this is no problem, but now time does not, and the others, if I cannot fast point your own spiritual power through the maze and you will get the legendary spell by others. I won't have any chance when I get there. Shenshang is very anxious, but this is his chance to get legendary spell. This opportunity is very rare. Once you miss it, you don't know when it will be. Just when Shenshang was at a loss, he thought of the Ahu that he had conquered before. Ahu, you are a legendary spell. Can you help me into that boulder? Shenshang and Ahu communicated. Ahu quickly responded to him. Master, I can help you, I need a brief fusion with your spiritual power. Ahu's voice rang in Shen Zhang's mind. No problem, hurry. Shenshang secretly forgot the tiger, otherwise he might have succeeded. Ahu released the spiritual power. He originally established a master and servant contract with Shenshang. The spirit can be mutually inductive. Ahu itself is the superfusion spell formed into a living, and Shen Zhang's spiritual power is easy to merge into. Shenshang lets Ahu's spiritual power take his spiritual power and quickly shuttle through the maze of Tao creation spell, but it didn't take long for the spiritual power to pass through the maze, while Ahu's spiritual power also withdrew. Shenshang only felt that after his spiritual power passed through the maze, the body suddenly became light, and then felt a strong suction, sucking him away. Luo Juyong, when they saw the boulder tremble, they stared at them. They didn't expect unexpectedly that Shenshang was sucked in by the boulder. This, Ji Yutong only felt the burning pain in his cheeks, because he was very certain that Shenshang had no hope before, and now the facts that happened in front of him hit his face. It's not him, Luo Juyong and a few other old men are also like this. Haha, not my Xiao Xionglan's disciple, our master and apprentice both got legendary spell. Xiao Xionglan very happy giggle smiled. Luo Juyong, they didn't have anything. They just felt a little embarrassed that their previous conclusions were overturned. After all, they were all people who got legendary spell. And those Dean who didn't get legendary spell and many elders, the intestines were green, and they secreted Xiao Xionglan and Shenshang, the two little rascals that were suddenly released, taking up two of their places. Of course, except for Dragon Elephant Sect Dean, because Shenshang and Xiao Xionglan are the disciplines of their Dragon Elephant Sect, he naturally laughs very happy, showing that he is a very open-minded person. Aiya, our Dragon Elephant Sect's discipline is really amazing. I accidentally got 2 legendary spells. Dragon Elephant Sect Dean has been hee smile, especially when I saw those who didn't get legendary spell. When he was a man, he laughed even more haughty. This is life, Dragon Elephant Sect Dean said with a smile. I didn't get it without getting it, there is nothing to complain about, I also appointed. Those people are secretly stunned. Dragon Elephant Sect has 2 disciplines to get the legendary spell. If their sect has 2 disciplines to get the legendary spell, they won't complain about anything and will laugh more happier. Well, waiting for the little rascal out, we can leave here. Ji Yutong said. The big team cannot come in. Xiao Xionglan was complacent in her heart. If she and Shenshang sneaked in, the full moon night did not arrive, and people came out, and there was no share for them. Let's go, let's stay here, Luo Juyong suddenly said. Old Luo, is there anything hidden here? One person hastily asked. I don't know, I just found this place and I didn't explore it carefully. Luo Juyong said. This place is full of danger. If you don't pay attention, you and I may be planted here, so you wanted to continue exploring here, be prepared. Old Luo, aren't you scaring us? Is there terrifying here? I haven't seen anything powerful, is that transparent thing? Dark Green Soul Sectine said, he didn't get legendary spell, very lost, so he wants to stay here and see if you can find legendary spell. I just told you first, so that you can blame me after you die. Luo Juyong squats with a long beard, said with a smile. How can I blame if I die? More than a dozen old fellows here decided to continue exploring this area. Originally, they thought that it would take 2 days for Shen Shang to come out. I didn't expect Shen Shang to just go in for more than an hour. Now there is only one complicated legendary spell in Shen Zhang's mind. This is the legendary spell. As for the legendary spell, he is not clear about himself. How come you are so fast? Xiao Shanglin felt that Shen Shang was very abnormal. She knew Shen Zhang's understanding of Dao creation spell. Chapter 3472. Shen Shang can make a slap in the face, all of them are helping Ahu. Ahu is very familiar with these legendary spells and can help Shen Shang to integrate legendary spell into memory. I don't know, it's confusing, said Shen Shang. Shen Zhang's passing of legendary spell is indeed very strange. Although everyone is very suspicious of Shen Shang, it is also a way because they can't explain Shen Zhang's situation. We will remove the barrier and take you out of the big barrier, says Luo Juyong. They will continue to explore this place, Xiao Shanglin quickly explained to Shen Shang. We will go back and learn legendary spell honestly, and I can't wait to see what the legendary spell has. Shen Shang nodded. Although Xiao Shanglin's words were very serious, he didn't know why, as if he could hear Xiao Shanglin's voice, it meant to go out first, then run into the ring. Okay, go back now. Luo Juyong got 2 legendary spells himself, and saw his granddaughter with a smile on his face. Some people are happy that some people, those who got legendary spell, are the most unhappy in their hearts, mainly because there are 2 little rascals and they have seized their chances. This is the most uncomfortable thing for them, but they can't help but even can't complain if you complain. Shen Shang, they went out with the big team this time. They are very relieved. If there is really something powerful, they don't have to worry about it. The 2 experts, Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong, are here, it's easy to settle. 2 days later, they smashed the shackles and it was not easy to get out from there, but Luo Juyong opened a hole with a formation plate and let them go out. The big barrier was already crowded outside, because they saw a large group of people on the top of the mountain, so they rushed over. Xiao Hengyang saw Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin out, he and his wife rushed over. When she was on the road, Xiao Shanglin said to Dragon Elephant Sectine, when he was asked to help stop her parents. Xiao Hengyang just picked up his sleeves. Dragon Elephant Sectine walked over with hastily, said with a smile, congratulations, Xiao Laodi, sister, you don't know, Shanglin and his little disciple each got a legendary spell, even I have chance to get legendary spell, they are unexpectedly got. Hee, isn't it? Dao Creation Sectine also stepped on with a smile. There are only 7 legendary spells in total, and they got 2 for 2 little rascals. After Xiao Hengyang and Ning Yu heard it, the tight face immediately became a smile, and then touched Xiao Shanglin's head. This is a good thing. Their husband and wife are the elders in the Dragon Elephant sect. They naturally know what legendary spell means, and among the 7, Xiao Shanglin and Shen Shang get 2, not 10 decks of sect, and Imperial Dragon Palace. Most of the big shots of many families have received legendary spell. Xiao Shanglin originally planned to go out and quietly enter with Shen Shang. Now, when they look at the sorrows, they will be seen dead. In this way, Xiao Shanglin and Shen Shang follow the big team of Dragon Elephant sect in the Headless Mountain Range and return to Dragon Elephant sect. Xiao Shanglin was previously restricted by her parents. The strength of the fusion spell competition was greatly limited. Now she is getting a legendary spell. She is proud of her, and there are many temples in front of her. I am very embarrassed. Legendary spell, even their Dragon Elephant Sectine can get it, Xiao Shanglin and Shen Shang got it. Dai Niang, I said to Shen Shang before, I want to take him to experience, I am very lack of combat experience, I intend to take him to hunt a little soul beast similar to his cultivation base, Xiao Shanglin Xiao Hengyang said. Both Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin are sitting in the car of Xiao Hengyang, and the 8-headed dragon elephant is dragged. No, I want to enhance my practical experience. When he stepped into Divine World Defying Realm, it is no use for him to increase his practical experience now, because his mad soul beast is quite equal to him, not divine world. Defying realm, Xiao Hengyang refused. Before Shen Shang ran away with Xiao Shanglin, Xiao Hengyang and Ning Yu were wary. They all knew that Shen Shang had a lot of ideas. Seeing Xiao Hengyang and Ning Yu's face, Shen Shang can foresee that once they return to Dragon Elephant sect, they will definitely be seen dead. Shen Shang doesn't want to be restricted all the time, he is thinking about ways. Xiao Shanglin also knows that her parents will be more and more careful about her in the future, and she is very helpless in her heart. Good disciple, I am sorry, master is tired of you. Xiao Shanglin can guess, her parents will definitely, strictly discipline Shen Shang in the future. Things are difficult to do, Shen Shang responded with a smile, but master, you have to compensate me for something. How do I send Shonger and Linger to you? Xiao Shanglin happily said with a smile, the two gimmicks seem to like you too. How is this enough? Even if you send me together, it's almost the same, Shen Shang said with a smile. Xiao Shanglin took a look at Shen Shang. You bad brat, the beauty and divine mirror of 6 paths is not worse than me, you still remember me, and the granddaughter of Luo Juyang. Little Shuang and I are just friends, the woman in divine mirror of 6 paths, the relationship between the poisonous woman and me, my relationship with her is my enemy, but now because of some things, we cooperate with each other, Shen Shang explained. Hey, if I let my mother know that you are a disciple and Playmaster's idea, I promise that they will immediately kill you, Xiao Shanglin gave Shen Shang sound transmission, with a smile. Shen Shang snorted, he just joked with Xiao Shanglin. Late at night, the car suddenly fell. Xiao Hengyang and Ning Hao complexion sank, obviously there are bad things happening. Dai Niang, what's wrong? Xiao Shanglin hastily asked. There are a lot of people in front of them who want to stop us, I don't know who it is, Xiao Hengyang said. I let the big car land on the ground. There are many people blocking in the air, there is only one possibility, is the Imperial Dragon Palace. It's the Imperial Dragon Palace, Ning's frown said, what do these guys want to do? Xiao Hengyang, they are the fastest, so there is a big team together, always flying in the air. After the car landed on the ground, Xiao Hengyang's face was dignified. There are 10 guys in the divine world defying realm late stage, some of which are difficult to deal with. Xiao Hengyang walked out of the cart, and fermented, loudly shouted, you Imperial Dragon God, what are you doing? We want to ask 2 little friends to sit at the Imperial Dragon Palace, said Imperial Dragon God, dressed in a black outfit. Chapter 3473. Xiao Hengyang, I thought that the Imperial Dragon Palace actually wanted to take Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin and find a way to get their legendary spell. You don't worry about the conflict between Dragon Elephant Sect and Imperial Dragon Palace, Xiao Hengyang doesn't want to fight now. Their husband and wife can naturally deal with these 10 Imperial Dragon Gods, but Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin are here, they want to protect them. It's so easy to be these juniors. We are not the Imperial Dragon Palace, because from now on, we have been expelled from the Imperial Dragon Palace, said the leading Imperial Dragon God haha said while loudly laughing. Their words are very clear. Once these Imperial Dragon Gods are caught, the Imperial Dragon Palace will definitely refuse to admit that they sent people, as long as they have already been expelled from the Imperial Dragon Palace that's alright. The 10 Imperial Dragon Gods in front of you must be the slain of the Imperial Dragon Palace. For the Imperial Dragon Palace, you can't even have a life. Oh, mother, if we run first, Shen Shang, this guy can run fast, Xiao Shanglin sound transmission said. Xiao Hengyang they have no doubt that Shen Zhang's ability to escape, which made them feel relieved. At the beginning, Shen Shang ran out of the barrier without a sound, and everyone found out. Well, you immediately rushed back to Dragon Elephant Sect and couldn't run around, said Xiao Hengyang, who can only let Shen Shang run with Xiao Shanglin, otherwise they will be dragged here, and finally may not be able to will be taken away. In the big car, Shen Shang took out Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, Shonger and Linger have gone in. Mother, you have to be careful, Xiao Shanglin is still a little worried. Stupid girl, even if she can't beat them, she won't be hurt by them, as long as you safely return to Dragon Elephant Sect that's alright. Ning Yu caressed Xiao Shanglin's face, and then warned repeatedly, be sure to go back to Dragon Elephant Sect and go anywhere else. Know it, Xiao Shanglin nodded, then entered the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths with Shonger Linger. Elder Ning, you can rest assured, Shen Shang said with a smile. He entered the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths and then applied the anti-strength. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths was invisible and breathless. This made Ning Yu very surprised. Now she finally understands why Shen Shang can quietly walk away. Shen Shang controlled the divine mirror of 6 paths and flew away. It was quiet, and I couldn't feel it. She reached out and fished it. I decided that the divine mirror of 6 paths had disappeared. I was relieved and my heart was secretly surprised. They are gone, the guy outside. I found out, Ning Hao gave Xiao Hengyang sound transmission. Found out, Xiao Hengyang said, because he also feels. Xiao Shanglin is very angry in divine mirror of 6 paths. Imperial Dragon Palace, these bastards, aging mothers must learn from them, actually want to snatch our master and apprentice's legendary spell. Wait for me to learn this legendary spell, master the powerful strength, I must let them know why the flowers are so red. Master, let's go back to Dragon Elephant Sect now, Shen Shang asked. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths can only fly at low altitudes. He plans to have time for Xiao Shanglin to help refine it. Joining flight spell allows Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. Fly higher. Do not go back, go inside the big barrier, Xiao Shanglin tenderly snorted and said, you know what I mean, ask more questions. Shen Shang grinned, Divine Mirror of 6 Paths had already flown to the big barrier. Are your Ahu better? When you get inside, you need his help, Xiao Shanglin asked. It's so good, Shen Shang looked at the status of Ahu, but it's okay. Ahu is a fusion of 2 dragon horses, which is a bit stronger. Shen Shang, little Shuang is not here, she went somewhere, and little Ka, they have never been here before, only she is here, Xiao Shanglin pointed to He Fengyuan sitting on the side. She is in my divine sea world, Shen Shang said. You can't go in. Why is little Shuang okay? Shanger vomited and said, do you have any secrets to tell? I have more secrets to sue, said Shen Shang said with a smile. No, I have to go to that place to see, Xiao Shanglin pretended to be harsh, I am your master. Shen Shang thought about it. Thinking of Xiao Shanglin's amazing Dao creation spell innate talent, it is also a good thing for her to teach a few women in Hidden Jade Villa. Well, let you go in and play, remember, don't mess in it, Shen Shang warned repeatedly. Xiao Shanglin went in. I thought that it was such a beautiful world, and what made her think that there are actually a few beautiful people in the world? These beautiful people have their own charms. Qin Shuang and Feng Ka have been seen before by Xiao Shanglin, Su Maiyao, Bai Yuyu and Long Shuiyi, as well as Mai and Jing sisters, several girls Pill Spirit and Xiao Shanglin. Qin Shuang introduces Su Maiyao and they know Xiao Shanglin. Now Xiao Shanglin already knows that Su Maiyao, Bai Yuyu and Long Shuiyi are the wife of Shen Zhang's, and she can't help but secretly attack Shen Shang. She has several wives, and she still remembers her. Disciple's wife is also his own disciple, but Xiao Shanglin can't afford the master's shelf in front of Bai Yuyu, especially the 2 women Bai Yuyu and Su Maiyao, the kind of temperament that makes Xiao Shanglin secret. Marvel, it's no wonder that Shen Shang said before that he couldn't see Shanger and Linger. Although Shanger and Linger are strong, they don't dare to break Bai Yuyu and Su Maiyao. Of course, Long Shuiyi is a sweet and lovely girl, but there is pressure on them, but they know that Long Shuiyi is a white dragon and is completely stupid. The real dragon is very rare here, almost extinct, which is mainly caused by people hunting, but in the legend, the powerful dragon still exists. Su Maiyao and Bai Yuyu are very affectionately calling Xiao Shanglin as the master, which makes Xiao Shanglin very happy, and then quickly talk to them, then sneak out the hardships, and still use fusion spell. Xiao Shanglin, their master and servant, the 3 people learned that the Crystal Emperor is a girl pill spirit, so that they feel that they have too little knowledge of the world. There are such things, they didn't even think about it before. Master, I need to learn more about fusion spell now, otherwise the Crystal Emperor and Crystal Emperor can't be combined with the highest quality. Su Maiyao is born with a bone, and sprinkles. Okay, you call me master, I will teach you naturally, Xiao Shanglin said with a smile. She is also very uncomfortable with this kind of stunner. Shen Shang is really good fortune, there are so few wife. Shen Shang is in Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, now he is thinking about how to find Peng Xuanfei. Peng Xuanfei was taken away by Great Peng Grandmother, and I don't know if I have it. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is flying slowly, which is a better hiding atmosphere. It was originally flying smoothly and slowly, but the sudden and swelling was good, and the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths was shaken and blown retreat. Powerful, what the hell is going on, Shen Shang said, immediately telling Xiao Shanglin about it, but let Divine Mirror of 6 Paths avoid those who are constantly being boasted. The boulders are all stunned and flying, and many of the boulders of the Headless Mountain range are blown apart. Numerous large and small stones are swept like waves, with a very terrifying lightning storm. Is it a question from the Big Barrier? Shen Shang felt that there was only one possibility. Chapter 3474. Xiao Shanglan also finds it strange that the Big Barrier is very sturdy, and even if there is a very intense battle inside, it is difficult to destroy the Big Barrier. From this kind of static cell phone, 80% is a big barrier that has been destroyed, said Shen Shang, who kept controlling the divine mirror of 6 paths and avoiding those flying over the sputum. Master, we also if wanted to continue to the big barrier, divine mirror of 6 paths is difficult to move at this time, there are many stones in front with a violent hurricane blowing. Go, you have to be careful, your divine mirror of 6 paths should be so easy to destroy, said Xiao Shanglan. There is a chance that something happened there. Shen Shang is also very curious in his heart. Since Xiao Shanglan does not object, he must go and see. Qin Shuang was very worried after learning about the situation outside, because her grandfather was inside. The storm finally stopped. Shen Shang looked through the divine mirror of 6 paths. Most of the headless mountains in the front headless mountain range were all flattened. It's obvious that there was a burst of smashing the pure meal. A mountain scene, which was razed to the ground in a short period of time. Shen Shang controls divine mirror of 6 paths to fly at high speed and head to the big barrier. He can see the glowing clouds above the divine mirror of 6 paths, indicating that the big barrier is still there, but he doesn't know what happened. Half a day passed. Shen Shang has been licking the saucer. Xiao Shanglan came out of hidden jade villa. After seeing the big barrier, she took a deep breath and exclaimed, "This big barrier has become weak, is it related to the previous movement?" "This is for sure," said Shen Shang. "The big barrier is definitely because of a strong strength collision that bursts out such terrifying energy." "Well, we have to go in and see more." Xiao Shanglan has been more relieved since she learned more about Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths. Now she knows Shen Shang very well, knowing that Shen Shang has many tricks to guarantee herself safety. This time, without Shang'er and Ling'er, Xiao Shanglan and Shen Shang opened the spatial formation of divine mirror of 6 paths to open a hole and let divine mirror of 6 paths pass through the barrier. It's a lot weaker, what is the cause? Xiao Shanglan in the divine mirror of 6 paths, looking inside the big barrier, there are many flowers and trees before it, but before such a huge movement, actually has been affected. "Is it awkward?" said Shen Shang. "It's inside and there's been affected. We have to be careful, and there may be strong energy. From the internal attack on the big barrier, we want to break the big barrier, but the strength is absorbed by the big barrier, and then the big barrier is released," Xiao Shanglan said. She knows more about this barrier. Shen Shang lets divine mirror of 6 paths stealth and fly slowly inside the big barrier. "Let's go deeper and look at it," Shen Shang said. "Maybe it's Luo Juyang. What are the great things that these experts have released?" Xiao Shanglan nodded. She agreed with Shen Zhang's. "There is a big barrier here. It is very difficult to get in and out. It is obviously what is sealed. I just thought it was weird, why did this big barrier weaken on the full moon night?" Xiao Shanglan said with a frown. This is also a question before Shen Shang. He asked Luo Juyang. Luo Juyang did not know. Divine mirror of 6 paths slowly flying in the forest, suddenly, slamming, something suddenly rose from the sky, falling on the ground. Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglan can be seen from the divine mirror of 6 paths. It is a black thing, entering a charred person. And breathing. Shen Shang was shocked. "The smell of this guy is very familiar, I went out to see." After Shen Zhang's stealth, from the divine mirror of 6 paths, after clearly sensing the breath of this person, he could not help but be shocked. Dragon Elephant Dean. Shen Shang hastily put the burnt man into the divine mirror of 6 paths, and then let divine mirror of 6 paths hastily stay away. Dragon Elephant Dean is a strong presence here, divine world. Defying realms expert at the peak, but it was burnt into black charcoal, showing that he encountered something very terrifying. Shen Shang doesn't know if the thing is not nearby, will he chase, he just wants to leave this place soon. Dean, Xiao Shanglan thought it was very serious, and Dragon Elephant Sect Dean was not hurt. Shen Shang hastily released Mai and Jing sisters to release a life force for the stability of Dragon Elephant Dean. A few days later, divine mirror of 6 paths has been hidden under the roots of a big tree for a few days. Dragon Elephant Dean is awake. The surface looks woya. What is it? The burnt skin has been reborn, but his internal injuries are still not serious, especially divine C. Dean, what the hell is going on? who hurts you? Xiao Shonglin saw Dragon Elephant Dean awake, hastily asked. Dragon Elephant Dean is called Yuan Zhiqing. It is a very good old man. I helped Shen Shong and Xiao Shonglin before. You two little rascals, how are you here? You are in a rude, very dangerous. Yuan Zhiqing saw his Dragon Elephant sect getting a young man from legendary spell, very anxious. We were ambushed by the Imperial Dragon Palace on the road. My aunts frustrated them, let us run first, then we smashed the straw, and before it broke out very terrifying, the headless mountain range was flattened by a strong strength. What the hell is going on? Said Xiao Shonglin. Imperial Dragon Palace is actually blocking you. Is it to catch you? Yuan Zhiqing was very angry after hearing it, and he almost vomited bleeding when he was injured. Yuan Zhiqing coughed a few times and sighed. We all blame us, and made a bad guy here. The guy who was incredible. Shen Shong and Xiao Shonglin look at each other because their previous guess is like this. We don't know what guy it is. It's very strong. Fortunately, the two guys Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong used super space formation to move the man away, and I was just the flame that broke out by that guy. When it hits, it becomes like this, Yuan Zhiqing said. Xiao Shonglin is stunned. Yuan Zhiqing is Dragon Elephant Sect Dean. Among the Dragon Elephant Sect, the strongest guys are actually exploding with sodium-1 and burning like dead pigs. You guys little rascal, don't talk when you go back. Do you know? Yuan Zhiqing saw the horrified look of Shen Shong and Xiao Shonglin, and coughed a few times. Xiao Shonglin said with a smile, I know Dean, you are burned into black charcoal. We will not talk about it everywhere, but you can't tell me that you are here, we ran here. This asked Yuan Zhiqing. He smiled, and at this time he escaped from the dead, and he was relieved a lot. Dean, is your injury serious? Shen Shong asked. It's very serious, but I have a life-saving teleportation formation that can be sent back to the Dragon Elephant Sect. Yuan Zhiqing took out a formation plate and said, You have wanted to go back with me. Chapter 3475. Shen Shong and Xiao Shonglin came here very hard. They certainly won't go back. Although it's very dangerous here, it seems to be a lot safer now. I won't go for a while, we still want to walk here, said Xiao Shonglin. Then you have to be careful, Yuan Zhiqing said, then he looked at all around, this should be inside a divine tool. Let me go. Shen Shong and Xiao Shonglin accompanied Yuan Zhiqing out of the divine mirror of 6 paths. Yuan Zhiqing, after seeing divine mirror of 6 paths, sighed, good things, there is this thing to protect you, you will become much safer, then I will be relieved. You don't have to worry, you have legendary spell, the future can glory for our Dragon Elephant Sect. If you can become an expert, maybe you can be Dean in the future. No, Dean, you are going back quickly. You are not in a good state. If something suddenly appears, you are very dangerous. Xiao Shonglin urged. Little girl, dislike me, drag you down. Yuan Zhiqing grinned, then magnified the formation plate, and saw him very painfully said, Open once, consume 20 crystal emperors, ah. The formation plate opens, and Yuan Zhiqing and the formation plate are vanished from sight. Isn't it just 20 crystal emperors? What's the big deal? Shen Shong coldly snorted, disapproving. Of course you feel nothing. Your 3 girls, Pill Spirit, can make a few of them every day. 20 crystal emperors are just a few days. Xiao Shonglin is very embarrassed, even though those crystal emperors can't take it. What to sell, but can use it yourself. Shen Shong and Xiao Shonglin returned to the divine mirror of 6 paths and they continued to explore the place. Xiao Shonglin enters Hidden Jade Villa and she wants to continue to guide Su Maiyao. They learn Dao Creation spell. I have to say that under her guidance, Su Maiyao has a slap in the face and has a deeper understanding of Dao Creation spell. Shen Shong is letting divine mirror of 6 paths fly slowly. Ahu, what the hell is this? Shen Shong asked. When Ahu was a legendary spell, he stayed here for many years and should know a lot. Primogenitor of Dao Creation, Ahu said. According to the memory of my soul, this should be a graveyard of primogenitor of Dao Creation. Shen Shong told Ahu about what had just happened here. I know only the memory in the depths of the soul. As for whether it is true or not, I don't know. I think primogenitor of Dao Creation is not so easy to die, but I don't know why I have to make such a cemetery. Ahu said. In the land of Inopath, there is actually a primogenitor of Dao Creation. Obviously it is a very powerful guy. Shen Shong just wants to go here and see if he can find something good. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. After a short flight, Shen Shong suddenly saw a man, which was unexpectedly Dior Zhou Wensheng of Mortal Sect. he saw that he was holding a long sword and had pierced a man's chest neck. The person who was stabbed is Dean Creation Sect's Dean, Wan Haishu. Mortal Sect and Dao Creation Sect are not in harmony. Xiao Xionglan also told Shen Shang before. In the previous turmoil, these Dean were seriously injured. Although Zhou Wensheng was also injured, but not as serious as Wan Haishu, he is now met by Wan Haishu. He thinks it is a good opportunity. Once Dean Creation Sect's Dean is killed by him, even if Ji Yutong sits, it will definitely decline a period of time, and his mortal sect will rise from this because he just got legendary spell. Zhou Wensheng, but there are not many Dean who can get legendary spell. I already knew that your mortal sect is not a good bird, hey. Wan Haishu's throat was bleeding, and he said hard, even if I die, your mortal sect will never catch up with our Dao Creation Sect. Haha, after you die, what else do you have in Dao Creation Sect? Ji Yutong may be dead, haha, Zhou Wensheng laughed, slammed the sword, Wan Haishu blew his neck more. Zhou Wensheng laughed, and was about to stab the sword. He only felt a slight pain in his neck. He immediately realized that his neck was stroked by a sharp sword. He hastily reached out and held his head, not letting the head fall, because his neck has been cut by Shen Shang with a sharp sword, but Shen Zhang's sword is very fast, and Nine Firmament's divine sword is very sharp, so at that moment, Zhou Wensheng has no strong feeling. Even if the head falls, as long as it is connected in time, it can still live. Wan Haishu is pierced by the throat, but he is the expert of divine world defying realm. Although he was seriously injured, he is still alive. Mortal Sect's Dean, Mortal Sect will be more lonely. Xiao Xionglan has come out of Hidden Jade Villa, holding a sword, said with a sneer. Zhou Wensheng didn't expect Xiao Xionglan to be here, so he couldn't help but think that Xiao Xionglan's parents might be there too, and the Dragon Elephant Sect people are back. The relationship between Dragon Elephant Sect and Dao Creation Sect is very clear, it is definitely a very iron ally. Little girl, even if I am seriously injured, it is easy to kill you. Zhou Wensheng turned to Xiao Xionglan, but Xiao Xionglan avoided it. Zhou Wensheng still hold his head with his hand, and the neck is close to the together, while running the cultivation technique to connect the flesh and blood of the neck, and pick it up quickly, otherwise it will be very unfavorable to him. Zhou Wensheng slowly turned around and looked at Xiao Xionglan, said with a sneer, little girl, you are just like this. You just sneaked out without paying attention. Now you can't attack me, you can't get close to me. Quote. Shen Shang, who is behind the scenes, picks up the divine mirror of 6 paths and slams the head of Zhou Wensheng. The head of Zhou Wensheng has been separated from the neck. It was cut before Shen Shang, just to stick it. Shot by Shen Shangdi with divine mirror of 6 paths, the whole head was shot and flew out. After the head flew out, Xiao Xionglan haha smiled and knocked the skull out on the ground with a sword blade, then stepped on the head of Zhou Wensheng, said with a smile, I don't have to be near you, I can step on your dog's head. Although the head was separated from the body, Zhou Wensheng's consciousness was very clear. He was an angry man. He didn't expect to have someone else, and he came back behind him in a very hidden way. Zhou Wensheng has felt that his body has been burned by a strong flame, and Shen Shang throws his body into the heaven creation cauldron stove to bake. Xiao Xionglan, when he waved his sword, he would stab it. Shen Shang hastily shouted, wait. Shen Shang lets Bai Yu come out of Hidden Jade Villa. Sister Yu, this guy has legendary spell, you can see if you can get it. Good. Bai Yu's very rude handcuffs pressed on the head, and then savagely applied Grasping Soul Devil Curse. Zhou Wensheng was affected before, so Divine Sea was hit hard and the soul was weak. Bai Yu cultivation base, even if it is very low, it can easily search the memory of his soul. Chapter 3476. Zhou Wensheng painful face twisted, showing how unassuming Bai Yu is using Grasping Soul Devil Curse. After all, Bai Yu is also worried about being devoured, so when using Grasping Soul Devil Curse, he used the strongest soul. Attack, go to the soul of Zhou Wensheng, which makes her easier to search for memories. Xiao Xionglan was very surprised. She had already heard it from Shen Zhang's discourse. Bai Yu was looking for legendary spell in the soul of Zhou Wensheng. If it is really available, this is a wonderful thing. Okay. Bai Yu's forehead is also sweaty, she sighed, and the people who dealt with the cultivation base are still struggling. Allows me to come. Xiao Xionglan was preparing to start for the second time. Dao Creation Sect Dean Wan Haishu, who was climbing up there, was weak and shouted. He walked slowly with a fan. Okay. Xiao Xionglan just felt a little regretful. After all, killing a dean is a very fulfilling thing, although this kind of thing can't be shown everywhere. Wan Haishu is coming, but suddenly fell. His injury is very serious, and Shen Shang has taken care of him. I am coming. Xiao Shonglin wiped out Zhou Wensheng after 3 or 2 swords. She just regrets that this kind of thing can't be heard. If it is spread out, this is a matter of face, but it will definitely attract great trouble. You are so gimmick, I should make me fight. Wan Haishu took a break and recovered a little strength, but Zhou Wensheng has been killed by Xiao Shonglin. It's the same, it's the same. Xiao Shonglin happily said with a smile. Wan Dean, how are you doing now? Much better. Wan Haishu sighed. This is really dangerous, and I have survived 2 times in succession. Is there any dean being killed? Xiao Shonglin asked. She seemed to hate those dean very much. I don't know, in general, everyone should be similar. Wan Haishu said. How did you come in? It's been a long time since our Dragon Elephant sect dean was injured and we were saved. He has returned to the Dragon Elephant sect. Shen Shang said. Wan Dean, do you have the kind of teleportation formation that can go back to sect? Of course, I will open it now. You if wanted to go back with me. This is really thanks to you, otherwise I will be killed by that guy. Wan Haishu took out a formation plate. It seems they have this something to escape. Don't thank us, you should have Tao Creation Saint Stone, it's enough to give us 1 person. Xiao Shonglin said with a smile. Wan Haishu almost vomited blood, but he's still very distressed to take out 2 Tao Creation Saint Stone, handed over to Shen Shang and Xiao Shonglin. Right, this thing can't be said everywhere. Wan Haishu said. Especially, I was pierced by the guy. I know, this is a very shameful thing, we won't talk around. Xiao Shonglin nodded. We killed the guy, you can't talk about it. I understand, I understand. Wan Haishu opened the formation plate, and it was a bit of a pain, because it consumed him a lot of crystal emperors but he couldn't use it. He didn't know what he would encounter if he stayed here. He was so weak that he had to go back to Tao Creation sect to heal. After Wan Haishu left, Xiao Shonglin haughty said with a smile, this is really a bumper harvest. Shen Shang got another Tao Creation Saint Stone. He now has a total of 4 Tao Creation Saint Stones. He has never had a chance to use it before. That is, it seems that we are in the right place. Shen Shang said with a smile. Unfortunately, I didn't ask Yuan Zhiqing about this guy and asked him to give a few crystal emperors. Xiao Shonglin thought of this and looked distressed. Shen Shang thinks of Huang Jintian. He remembers that Huang Jintian is also like this. When it comes to convenient, it will never be soft. The biggest gain is the legendary spell that Sister Yu got. Shen Shang said. As long as Sister Yu masters the legendary spell, she can teach us. Yes, this way, we can learn 3 legendary spells, which is really cool. Xiao Shonglin was excited to take a shot at Shen Zhang's shoulder. Go, let's continue to convenient. Xiao Shonglin yin with a smile, but there are a lot of dean. I have been seriously injured here. When I meet it, we will save him and then ask for something. When it's bad, let Master get rid of him, like the Palace Master of the Imperial Dragon Palace. Good, Shen Shang hated the Imperial Dragon Palace. To find the Dragon Palace guy, let Ahu come out best. Shen Shang shines, said with a smile, a tiger but a dragon horse, can feel the breath of the dragon. Imperial Dragon Palace's Palace Master must have a lot of dragons. If you catch the Palace Master of the Imperial Dragon Palace, we will be able to harvest a lot of dragons. We can use these dragons to cultivate more dragon elephants. Xiao Shonglin thought of this, she was very excited and quickly urged Shen Shang released Ahu. After Shen Shang released Ahu, Ahu soon sensed it. Great, this guy is still not dead, still inside. Xiao Shonglin took a deep breath, as if he was about to harvest a lot of property. Master, calm, let's go in and sneak in with Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, said Shen Shang. After Xiao Shonglin and Shen Shang entered the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, Shen Shang flew slowly in the direction Ahu said. It seems that all the elders have died. Xiao Shonglin sighed. We also have a few good elders for Dragon Elephant sect. The world is unpredictable, Shen Shang sighed. Even Dean was so badly hurt that those elders would have been difficult to survive. Fortunately, they all let the juniors go out before, otherwise they would all die in it. Of course, Shen Shang and Xiao Shonglin think they won't have anything to do. Shen Shang did not let Ahu come out. He worried that the Palace Master of the Imperial Dragon Palace would sense Ahu. After all, Ahu's breath is still quite strong. It's not good to scare the Palace Master away. It must be that this palace master ordered people to intercept us. Xiao Shonglin Humph said. This bastard, must catch him. Divine Mirror of Six Paths. When flying, there was a faint voice in the front, and someone was talking. I blame Luo Juyong, the old fellow. If he didn't find it, we wouldn't have encountered this kind of thing. My Imperial Dragon Palace died a few protectors. Palace Master angrily said of Imperial Dragon Palace. Isn't it? Legendary spell is all they get, but we are losing so much. An old man sighed. Shen Shang recognized the old man, an elder of Dark Green Soul Sect. The Palace Master of Imperial Dragon Palace was very badly wounded, and his arms were all blown out, while the Darker of Dark Green Soul Sect was blown off the lower body. Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong should all die. The guys released this time are terrifying. Luo Juyong and Ji Yutong are also stronger than us, and they can't resist it. Imperial Dragon Palace main said with a sneer. Had to say they are quite righteous and take the guy away. Oh, this is their fault, otherwise the guy will only be sealed here. Dark Green Soul Sect's elder is very disdainful, he is just making up for his mistakes. Chapter 3477. The Imperial Dragon Palace owner and the Dark Green Soul Sect's elder are all the same thing, otherwise they will not gather together. Shen Shang is watching them carefully, and it is strange for Shen Shang that the two guys seem to be seriously disabled. But their breath is not weak. I am only at the world-defying sacred realm late stage, and they are the peak of divine world-defying realm. If they don't suffer any harm from divine sea, the breath they release will have a big impact on me. Shen Shang is secretly calculating. He immediately discussed this matter with Xiao Shonglin. Master, it seems that only you can get it. Shen Shang said. The two guys look disfigured, but their divine sea has not been hit hard, still releasing a strong strength. They at most, it is just inconvenient to move. The fleshly body is seriously damaged. It is not easy to take them down. You must not rush to fight, I will go out and see, said Xiao Shonglin. Shen Shang certainly won't fight, he is just watching it in the distance. Xiao Shonglin quietly came out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, and Shen Shang hastily used her anti-strength to hide her and hide her breath. She just came out and heard Dark Green Soul Sect's elder coldly said. The two little bastards who blame Dragon Elephant Sect, if they are suddenly appearing, we are likely to get legendary spell. Next time I see them, definitely you have to kill them. Imperial Dragon Palace smiled. Let them, anyway, legendary spell will be mine sooner or later. He said this sentence, and did not know what method was used. The bombed arm suddenly grew out, but he still looks very weak. Is there any idea for the Palace Master to get it? The Darker of Dark Green Soul Sect saw the laughter of the Imperial Dragon Palace and immediately thought of something. It's not a trick, just grab it. Anyway, as long as I grab the two little rascals, I have a way to get legendary spell from them. Imperial Dragon Palace is a saint with a smile. Dark Green Soul Sect elder took a deep breath. This is against the Subduing Dragon Sect. If it is known by Dragon Elephant Sect, they will definitely join Tao Creation Sect to deal with your Imperial Dragon Palace. After saying this, Dark Green Soul Sect's elder is not right, in one's heart trembled, because he already knows the secret, the Imperial Dragon Palace Master will kill him. Palace Master, what you said just now, I didn't hear it. Dark Green Soul Sect elder hurriedly said that he had no legs and couldn't fly at this time, and the Imperial Dragon Palace now looks like the whole body is complete, still able to. It is not difficult to stand up and kill him. Sorry, you have already heard it. The Imperial Dragon Palace Master has stood up and revealed a Tao God Soldier, a very sharp sword. Both Shen Shang and Xiao Shonglin are watching in the distance, and this kind of thing is what they like. Dark Green Soul Sect elder is so weak and has no legs. It is of no use to the Imperial Dragon Palace, and the Imperial Dragon Palace will bring him out when he arrives. If he doesn't, he will be said to be 3. Dao Si, saying that he does not deny anything, so it is better to simply kill. Dark Green Soul Sect elder trembled and sweated. Palace Master, I have Tao Creation Saint Stone, I can give it to you, as long as you take me out that's alright. Tao Creation Saint Stone is still very precious for the Imperial Dragon Palace. How many Tao Creation Saint Stone? The Imperial Dragon Palace is moving. If you take this elder out, you will get a Tao Creation Saint Stone. This is not bad. Anyway, it will kill nothing after going out. 1 grain, said Dark Soul Sect's elder. Shen Shang and Xiao Shonglin are secretly dissatisfied, only 1 grain, which is not enough for their master and apprentice. You really only have 1. The Imperial Dragon Palace's main look, gloomy and cold, seems very dissatisfied. Isn't it enough? Dark Green Soul Sect Elder said with a bitter face. I really only have one Tao Creation Saint Stone. Your life is so precious, how is a Tao Creation Saint Stone? Imperial Dragon Palace. The Lord has already waved his sword. The Imperial Dragon Palace and the Dark Green Soul Sect were originally all the way, and they should have united, but the Imperial Dragon Palace Lord made this kind of thing at this time, showing how cruel they are to their enemies. Shen Shang didn't really like the Imperial Dragon Palace because the Imperial Dragon Palace sent Imperial Dragon God to snatch other people's dragons, which made him hate the Imperial Dragon Palace. Dark Green Soul Sect Elder saw the sword going down, hurriedly said, I only have one Tao Creation Saint Stone, but I know where there is Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Hearing these 4 words, Shen Shang and Xiao Shanglin were all excited, and the Imperial Dragon Palace Master also put down the sword. You don't want to play tricks. Imperial Dragon Palace's main face became very cloudy. If you dare to play with me, I promise you to survive, you can't die. How dare I? Said Dark Green Soul Sect Elder, only to see that he had taken out a small wooden box and said, it's a Tao Creation Saint Stone. As soon as the box appeared, Xiao Shanglin had already flew out of the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, but for a moment, he had already come to the Imperial Dragon Palace and slammed his sword to the waist of the Imperial Dragon Palace. The Imperial Dragon Palace can feel that someone has attacked him soothly, but the other person's speed is too fast, and he is injured now. The body's reaction can't keep up with his consciousness, causing him to move slowly, although only a little slower, but it is extremely deadly. Xiao Shanglin, this sword is crisp and crisp. In a moment, the main body of the Imperial Dragon Palace is broken. After the upper body of the Imperial Dragon Palace falls to the ground, Xiao Shanglin leaps up and then makes his body look like a boulder. The heavy falls, and the 2 feet are stepping on the chest of the Imperial Dragon Palace, and the entire main thrust of the Imperial Dragon Palace is scattered. Dark Green Soul Sect Elder stunned and reacted. He knew that someone had attacked the Imperial Dragon Palace. He was very scared at the same time, because the person who had just shot was very ruthless, just wanting to put the little wooden box away. At the time, the small wooden box was suddenly seen. Shen Shang has just passed and took the small wooden box away. The anti-strength in Xiao Shanglin disappeared. After Xiao Shanglin appeared, Dark Green Soul Sect Elder was completely stunned. The person who had just shot very ruthless was actually a woman, Xiao Shanglin, whom he hated before. Old Wang 8, you just said that the next time you see me, you will kill me, come and kill my grandmother. Xiao Shanglin is now on the head of the Imperial Dragon Palace. The Imperial Dragon Palace, his face is facing down and deep into the soil. The Imperial Dragon Palace was also stunned. He didn't expect Xiao Shanglin to be here because he had sent a dozen strong dragon gods to block Xiao Shanglin. They shouldn't be here. I just said to laugh. Dark Green Soul Sect Elder just finished. Xiao Shanglin stepped on the Imperial Dragon Palace. Smile. You think I am a child, so deceive. Quote. Chapter 3478. Shen Shang also appeared, but he did not dare to approach Dark Green Soul Sect Elder, who worried that the old fellow would die with him. Xiao Shanglin stepped on the head of the Imperial Dragon Palace, said with a sneer, you dog thief, you sent more than a dozen guys to intercept us, want to rob us master and apprentice, right? You, the Imperial Dragon Palace Master just wanted to talk, and the head was stepped on by Xiao Shanglin, shaking his divine sea and almost collapsed. Little slut, the Imperial Dragon Palace is very angry. His palace master of the Imperial Dragon Palace, unexpectedly, will be so insulted by such a little girl. Xiao Shanglin did not continue to talk nonsense with him, hitting the head of the Imperial Dragon Palace Master and killing Divine Sea. Dark Green Soul Sect Elder CU, very desperate, he just said those words, will definitely make Xiao Shanglin hate. I want to blue myself. It's not that easy. Xiao Shanglin jumped in the past, she kicked out the half-body of Dark Green Soul Sect Elder. When she kicked her legs, she released a strong world-defying force and entered Dark Green. In the body of Soul Sect Elder, the condenses self-explosive strength is shattered. After the Dark Green Soul Sect Elder was smashed, Xiao Shanglin hastily followed, and the head was 2 punches, hitting the soul and hitting the elder dying. Quickly let Yu come out, we need to know where the Tao Creation Saint Crystal in this guy's mouth is. Xiao Shanglin hurriedly said, he is going to die. Bai Yu has come out and used the grasping soul devil curse on Dark Green Soul Sect Elder to quickly find the message they want. At Dark Green Soul Sect, Bai Yu said, Dark Green Soul Sect just got a Tao Creation Saint Crystal and was kept in a secret room at Dark Green Soul Sect. Do you know how Tao Creation Saint Crystal is obtained? It is not realistic to go directly to Dark Green Soul Sect. Xiao Xionglan said that the Elder was destroyed. The Tao Creation Saint Crystal was also grabbed by them. When Dark Green Soul Sect Dean and a few elders went out, they met an old man in the cloud. They learned that the old man had Tao Creation Saint Crystal and then grabbed it. Bai Yu said, "The guy who was just killed by you also participated. I learned from his memory that the old man is very strange. Although the Tao Creation Saint Crystal was taken away, it was not too excited. It seems to be open at once." Xiao Xionglan frowned and said, "The Tao Creation Saint Crystal has been very long. A period of time has not appeared, at least I have never heard of anyone. I am very curious, where did the cloud travel old man get from?" We have to find the cloud travel old man." Xiao Xionglan looked at Shen Xiong and said, "Shen Xiong, do you have any plans?" "My plan is to go to Dark Green Soul Sect and take the Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Since it was taken by Dark Green Soul Sect, it can't be left to them." Shen Xiong said, "I don't think it's hard. If we encounter the cloud travel old man, return the Tao Creation Saint Crystal to him. This can be close to him and see if he can ask anything." Xiao Xionglan thought about it and said, "Okay, follow your plan, but we have to go there first to see if you can find Dark Green Soul Sect's Dean." Shen Xiong rode the divine mirror of 6 paths and flew in the forest. After more than 10 days, they just found more than a dozen bodies, all of them, and no one found the Dean level. "Let's go back," Shen Xiong said. "This time I have gained a lot." For more than 10 days, Shen Xiong has carefully explored the central area. There is only one very huge pit in that place. There is nothing else. Moreover, he can always see some broken bodies from time to time. The strength of the strength is strong, and the divine world defying realms expert can't resist it. Shen Xiong take the divine mirror of 6 paths and head to Dark Green Soul Sect. When I first came to the land of Innopath, I met the disc of Green Soul Sect, which was quite arrogant. Shen Xiong remembered the little bald, which looks like a child, but can become a youngster. "Is it?" Xiao Xionglan said with a smile. "So you are going to take revenge now?" "No, I didn't take this matter to heart, but if I met their group again, they would make them look better. They originally planned to slap me." Shen Xiong said, "Then it was also because the big senior sisters of the several disciplines are present, they will definitely fight." It took Shen Xiong several days to come to a city near Dark Green Soul Sect. The city, like the one near Tao Creation Sect, has no walls and is built on strength. Xiao Xionglan is familiar with this. She asked Shen Xiong to find out that Dark Green Soul Sect's Dean is not in sect. If it is not, they may be safer to act. The Tao Creation Saint Stone, Shen Xiong and Xiao Xionglan, who had previously obtained from the Elder, decided to experiment with the Tao Creation Saint Stone and smelt Tao Creation spell into it. Mainly to ruin the devastating Tao Creation spell and amplification spell, which is used for attack and defense. Xiao Xionglan doesn't plan to return to Dragon Elephant Sect so early, because once they go back, it may be difficult to get out, because they promised Xiao Hengyang before, and they would have to return to Dragon Elephant Sect, but they came out for so long. Wandering outside, their strength is not very strong, the natural point of self-defense, although there is Crystal Emperor, but Shen Xiong feels not enough, so decided to use a Tao Creation Saint Stone to refine. Dark Green Soul Sect's discipline is really amazing, so a kid is so good. Yes, a kid boy, unexpectedly able to beat world-defying Sacred Realm, is the official disciple of Dark Green Soul Sect. But the discatter of Dark Green Soul Sect is also strange. Why are they posing for nothing? Don't you just earn Tao Crystal? Just defeat the little rascal and you'll get a Tao Creation Saint Stone. If you lose, just give a Crystal Emperor, that's alright, who doesn't want to go and try? Shen Xiong walked on the road, heard the news, and the little bald came to mind. Two big brothers, are you talking about children, is it a bald head? Shen Xiong quickly went over and asked. Yes, there is a shiny skull, and it is quite arrogant, said a big man. Is anyone able to challenge? What cultivation base is okay? Shen Xiong asked. Of course not, divine world defying realm can't. The great man said with a smile. The arrogant bald head should also be the cultivation base of world defying sacred realm. After Shen Xiong asked about the location of the ring, he immediately rushed over. Soon, he saw the little bald, sitting on a big chair on the ring. The circular platform is large, occupying the middle of the huge plaza. There are several young people and an old man under the ring. Those young people want to shoot Shen Shang. They are all divine world defying realm. After Xiao Shanglan changed appearance, coming out of hidden jade villa, she took a closer look, said with a sneer, "This little rascal is divine world defying realm. This guy is actually so crowded." Shen Shang whispered, "If wanted to expose them. Of course, they have deceived a lot of crystal emperors, debunk them, don't let them continue to deceive." Xiao Shanglan is very supportive of Shen Shang. Chapter 3479. Plaza. All around there are a lot of people watching, they are some very boring people, they just want to see how this bald child beats those who look strong again and then earn Crystal Emperor. Win to get a Tao Creation Saint Stone, if you lose, you have to give a Crystal Emperor. As long as you have confidence in yourself, you will try it. Shen Shang said. The people who lost are mostly young masters of the family, and only they have Crystal Emperor to gamble, Xiao Shanglan said. Shen Shang has gone, and loud voice asks, "I want to challenge the Ghost Child Prodigy." The Ghost Child Prodigy is the nickname of Little Bald. His real name is Lu Yifeng. Shen Shang has seen him become a youngster before, so I know this is not a child. You show the Crystal Emperor first. An old man hurriedly said that his eyes suddenly became thieves, because in their eyes, Shen Shang is a big fat sheep. Shen Shang took out a Crystal Emperor and threw it in her hand, then put it away and said, "I use Crystal Emperor, do you really have Tao Creation Saint Stone?" "Of course we have." The old man cautious and solemn took out a grain-sized pale gold stone from a wooden box. Xiao Shanglan just took a look and knew that it was Tao Creation Saint Stone, and the quality was not bad. "You want to challenge, you have to test the cultivation base of Saint World Defying Soul, because our prodigy is only World Defying Sacred Realm, if it is Divine World Defying Realm, he can't beat it." The old man said, "Take out a crystal ball, let Shen Shang put his hand on it." After Shen Shang put his hand on it, crystal ball glittering a light golden light. From this level of light, it should be World Defying Sacred Realm late stage, I really can't see it. You are young, there is such a cultivation base. The old man's face is full of false smiles, patted Shen Zhang's flattering. What about your child prodigy? If he is Divine World Defying Realm, he also wants to test, said Shen Shang. Everyone was surrounded and whispered, they just heard it, Shen Shang only has the cultivation base of the World Defying Sacred Realm late stage, and World Defying Sacred Realm can't beat Lu Yifeng, not to mention Shen Shang is gone. In order to be fair, he certainly tests. Old man hastily went to the stage and let Lu Yifeng test. Lu Yifeng looked at Shen Shang with ridiculous face, then sneered at coldly snorted, put his hand on the crystal ball, and the gloss on it was the same as that of Shen Shang. Is there a problem with this crystal ball? Shen Shang knew there must be a ghost. No problem, I am Divine World Defying Realm, don't believe it. The old man tested it himself. Sure enough, the crystal ball immediately became golden light, not a faint golden light. Can I prepare for a few days? Shen Shang took out some myriad Tao Divine Soil crystals, this is my battle. After 10 days, I will come again, these myriad Tao Divine Soil crystal is a booking fee. Can be, old man quickly nodded with a smile, Shen Shang took out the myriad Tao Divine Soil crystal can be quite a lot, it seems that there are many dozens of pounds. Originally Shang Shang wanted to expose it, but Xiao Shanglan suddenly changed his mind and let Shen Shang defeat this prodigy. After Shen Shang walked down the platform, he quickly went to find out that Dean of Dark Green Soul Sect had already returned. When he came back, he was shut down. It was obviously seriously injured and it took a long time to recover. Lu Yifeng after seeing Shen Shang, said with a sneer, this guy is estimated to feel that he can break through after 10 days, so I plan to come to meet a challenge. I just saw that he has arrived at World Defying Sacred Realm late stage peak. And soon I will be able to step into the peak. But he can't beat you. The old man lightly smiled. These days, we have earned 9 Crystal Emperors, plus 10 of them, we can also close our hands, etc. Come back a period of time to avoid suspiciousness. Lu Yifeng nodded, 10 Crystal Emperors, for their level of discipline, it is also a large number, usually not easy to get. Shen Shang just found a room with a secret room and he hid in the secret room. Master, I can't beat the little rascal at the moment, he is Divine World Defying Realm. Shen Shang said. Right, tell me about Divine World Defying Realm. Divine World Defying Realm, the most powerful is that violent World Defying Soul evolved into World Defying Divine Soul, and then gave birth to arrogant potential, just stepping into divine world-defying realm. This arrogant potential is weak, but very terrifying if the other party does not use the arrogant potential to resist. It will be instantly defeated by the other party, Xiao Shonglin said. Master, then how can I defeat the little rascal? Shen Shang really wants to teach the fake child prodigy, but he knows his strength. You must first step into the peak of world-defying sacred realm. Xiao Shonglin said. You use time domain to step in within 10 days, when you fight, and then use Dao creation spell, I believe you will win. It's difficult to get into the world-defying sacred realm. Shen Shang said. My current fleshly body strength is enough, but the few saint world-defying souls can't be upgraded, which makes me unable to get stronger. The power of world-defying. Shen Zhang's previous bloody shark strength, Dan, made the fleshly body very strong, and now can enhance the saint world-defying soul, but he does not know how to quickly improve. You can only look for it. Is there any Dan that can enhance the soul of saint world-defying? Shen Shang came to the street and found a big pills shop according to Xiao Shonglin. After entering, he asked directly to buy Sheng Dan. Take a good day at God-level high grades world-defying Dan, usually eat 1 tablet a year, and just a few hundred years, you can step into the peak from the world-defying sacred realm late stage, said Xiao Shonglin. For a few hundred years, Shen Shang certainly couldn't wait. He bought this Dan, also to see if he could get Dan. A crystal emperor, said the treasurer. Precious. Shen Shang muttered, but still honestly bought. The quality of this Dan is also very good, no loss. Shen Shang returned to the inn's secret room, entered divine mirror of 6 paths, and then gave He Fengyuan a meal. A crystal emperor is gone. Shen Shang snorted. You have nothing to lose. If I can analyze Dan, you still earned it. He Fengyuan gave him a blank look, then closed his eyes, and did not know if she was going to analyze the ingredients of this Dan, or to refining. He Fengyuan was abolished by Shen Shang and later unexpectedly returned to the Space Saint Soul, so she wanted to restore her strength. Shen Shang sat next to him. Jing Jing waited. He thought it was a period of time, and he knew that it was only an hour later. He Fengyuan opened his eyes and said, as long as the 2 herbs are high grades world-defying divine medicine. What herbs? Shen Shang hastily asked. He Fengyuan took out 2 transparent crystals, then shot a ray of light into the crystal, and saw a pink flower inside the crystal. The pink flower has only 3 petals and a faint gold edge on the edge of the petals. This is the gold powder divine flower. He Fengyuan said. There must be a pill store, but it's hard to say if you can buy it. Chapter 3480. Since there is a pill store, why can't I buy it? Shen Shang said. Since there is a pill store, why can't I buy it? Shen Shang said. I haven't heard of this in the Holy Dan, and it seems to be a kind of Dan created by a large force. This kind of herb that Dan needs is definitely in the pill store, but it is not sold. He Fengyuan said. If someone wants to buy, they will be very vigilant. Xiao Shonglin said. Yes, in general, the heroes required for this level of Dan are very convenient, but after refining into Dan, they can sell hundreds of times more than the herbs. If I can alchemy to sell. Am I not developed? Shen Shang has 3 girls, pill spirit. He thinks that if he needs it, it is not impossible to refine a little girl pill spirit. If he gathers a large number of crystal emperors, then use these crystal emperors to buy Dao creation saint stone, he not only has a lot of pills, but also a lot of refiner materials which are things that enhance strength. You have to refine and say it. Xiao Shonglin came out of hidden jade villa and said. He Fengyuan continued. The second herbs should be a kind of grass. If I didn't guess wrong, it is the holy grass. Okay, the poison woman, how do you know these herbs? Have you eaten before? You have definitely not eaten. After all, you need to eat a lot of various herbs, in order to analyze it. Shen Shang very doubtful. Xiao Shonglin also nodded. She could analyze the heroes in a Dan. The talent Xiao Shonglin had never heard of it. If it was learned by the pill's forces, it would definitely be crazy, and it must be robbed. This is my secret. I don't want to say it. He Fengyuan lightly snorted. She used to be the emperor of the great emperor, and now she has fallen to this field. Thanks to Shen Shang, she is against Shen. Shang was very hateful, but because she saw that Shen Shang had a powerful master, she didn't have much confrontation with Shen Shang. How can these 2 herbs be used? Go directly to the pill store and ask. This will definitely be discovered. Shen Shang snorted and looked at Xiao Shonglin. Xiao Shonglin spread her hand and said, I am just on the refiner. Let me get some refiner material. I don't have any problem. I don't understand the pile, even if it's my mother, right? I don't know much about it either. You will not call my poison woman in the future, I will tell you a method. He Feng Yuan suddenly said. Well, Feng Yuan is a beautiful woman, tell me how to do it. Shen Shang hurriedly said. He Feng Yuan thought a few words in her heart. She thought that Shen Shang would hold it. I didn't expect it to be called directly. She wanted to see Shen Shang after the excavation, then hesitated and finally served soft, and Shen Shang directly served softly. You guy, He Feng Yuan was not so mad it coldly snorted. Feng Yuan dame, tell me, don't grind, the time is tight. Shen Shang said, he still has 10 days to play the shit prodigy, he has to hurry and improve before. It's very easy, you go to the door of the pill store and let me out from the divine mirror of 6 paths. I just see the person who planted the herbs, and I will tell you, let you buy this guy, and then buy the gold powder from his hand. And Saint, Cordyceps, as long as you buy the half-dead that's alright, you should have a way to grow it, He Feng Yuan said. Yes, Shen Shang nodded. He let He Feng Yuan come out of the divine mirror of 6 paths, let her cover the veil, sit in a car and wait outside the pills shop. After waiting for a long time, an old man came out from inside. He Feng Yuan hurriedly said, it is this guy who has a lot of herbs in his body. Is your nose so spiritual? This can be seen, is it true? Shen Shang looked at it with Dao hard eye and found nothing. You love it or not? He Feng Yuan said. Shen Shang put He Feng Yuan in the divine mirror of 6 paths and followed the old man in Xingyi. Old man entered a luxury hotel and didn't know what to do, and Shen Shang followed him and caught up with him when he was up the stairs. Old mister, Shen Shang shouted, are you planting herbs in the Kengyuan store? Old man nodded, he was only responsible for planting herbs, and it was not clear what the heroes refined. What's the matter, do you want to work in the pill store? Old man speculated. No, I just want to buy a little herbs, withered. Shen Shang said, if you can buy it, this is yours. Shen Shang took out a crystal emperor. In order to take the holy Dan, he went out. He wanted to know the crystal emperor he used now, but the kind that was naturally formed, not his own refining, was given to him by Xiao Shanglin. What herbs? The old man looked at the crystal emperor with a big eye. He didn't expect to have such a sale. He was just planting herbs in the store. Although it had a good reward, it was far from the crystal emperor. Shen Shang immediately took out the crystal with the image of divine cordyceps and the gold divine flower. After watching it, the old man quickly nodded. You are waiting for me half an hour. After half an hour, Shen Shang got the 2 kinds of herbs, the divine flower and the wormwood, which had withered but still a little angry. He immediately gave it to Zhang Sijing for care. Big brother Shen, did you get a strange seed in the strange mountain inside the bloody plain? Said Zhang Sijing. Well, I almost forgot. Shen Shang immediately remembered the seed. He was fixed by the light released by the seed and could not move. Later, the light released by this seed fixed an imperial dragon god, and it was because of this that he could easily kill the imperial dragon god. The seed has sprouted, Zhang Sijing said. You have wanted to see. Shen Shang returned to the secret room inside the inn and entered hidden jade villa. He saw a small green sprout that looked like a tree. I don't know if I can release that strange light. Shen Shang tried and controlled the tree, and it released a strong white light. Zhang Simai, who was next to him, was suddenly settled, unable to move, and could only speak. Shen Shang also hastily controlled the saplings to emit light. After Zhang Simai was irradiated, it was able to move again. It was amazing. What will it become when I grow up? Shen Shang was very curious. When you have time, you have to plant it. Know it, Zhang Sijing nodded. She had begun to release the power of regeneration, resurrect the 2 kinds of herbs withered. Now they are planting herbs. They are all responsible for Mai and Jing sisters. They have a very good set of methods to quickly plant a large number of herbs. Shen Shang only used 3rd level time domain for them, and there were dozens of herbs. It's not difficult to refine this kind of Dan, especially for you. He Feng Yuan saw the heroes that Shen Shang took out and said, this is not Dao creation divine pill. It's hard to beat you.